Real Ron Musgraves here, not the short imposter. Enjoy the episode of Outlaw Window Cleaning Radio, and remember, install that fiber.
Yo, what up? This is Outlaw Window Cleaner Radio, episode 99, the final countdown. We are here to blow the in crowd, insult as many people as possible, and hurt their feelings, and then ride off into the sunset like this.
Yes. We won't even be able to sit down. We're going to have bloody anuses as we leave.
It's going to hurt.
Yes.
It's gonna hurt. So, man, I don't know what I did to myself today, but I fucking woke up this morning, everything was cool. I go out, start cleaning windows, and my fucking back, man, I don't know what I did to my back. I got this phantom fucking pain right behind my shoulder blade, like right here. And dude, I can barely sit up straight. It's tough.
Like a pinched nerve,
and
probably a pinched nerve.
And I've got the fucking
definitely a pinched nerve, yeah.
That's
the worst though.
I've got the fucking biggest fucking condo to do tomorrow. It's like a fucking.
The two stories?
No, it's 3 stories. It's 3 stories, and
you got something important to do it.
Dude, listen, bro. I can't. I don't know if I'm going to be able to water. I mean, I've got the cool water fed pole. I got the Simpole, www.simpole.com. I got that. It's super light, super rigid. I'm going to use that. And hopefully it'll save my biznack.
Yeah. Take it easy, man.
Well, dude, what can I do, man?
Yeah.
Help.
Huh? Fuck, no.
You got any help now?
I'm rolling solo this year. Worst thing I ever did with my whole life. No, Elena,
just that reason right along.
Elena, in June, after my birthday and everything, and Elena's school will be done, so she's gonna have to do something. So Elena will start coming out with me, and I'll just use her on a limited basis, and then I think I'm gonna take Jennifer out a little bit here too, because I want them both. My oldest, Savannah, she already knows how to clean windows, but she's a supervisor somewhere, so she's got herself a decent job right now. So,
cool.
I want everyone to know how to do what I'm doing, and that way, if anything ever happens to me, they will be self-sufficient. You know what I mean?
So smart, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my young one, he's 14, out this summer, probably 2 or 3 days a week, and teach him how to clean windows and I'll put them with the guys. I usually put them with the guys so they're not with daddy all day. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, what do we win? What did I win? I'll tell you what, T. You asked me a random trivia question.
Ask you a what?
A random trivia question and see what prize I win.
Okay.
This practice, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Why don't you look up some Leonard Skinner trivia or some automotive trivia?
Why can't I just come up with a podcast question?
Yeah. What do you need from me?
You look up a random trivia question, Leonard Skinner or automotive, and TJ, you spin the wheel, okay, and see if I can answer it.
Well, you got it. I ain't spinning the wheel unless you get the fucking question right, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, okay.
Or do you wanna? Or do you want to do it this way? Do you want to fucking spin the wheel so it lands on a prize and then you answer the question?
Yeah, that's what I
thought. Get that prize? All right.
Yeah.
So I'll spin the wheel.
What do I get?
You win the decal package.
Awesome. If I get the question
If you
right.
get the question right. And it looks to me like the guy asking the questions is fucking of the JJ.
He's looking at porn again.
What are you
All
doing? Are you going to answer? Are
I'm
you going to
looking up
ask
the
a question?
Yeah, I'm going to ask him. This is a Skinner question.
Yes.
Out on tour in 1973 after signing a contract with MCA.
Yes.
For what established British band did Leonard Skinner open for?
The Who. Quadrophenia Tour.
Yeah, that's right.
They were the only ones that didn't
He
get...
wins the decal package. All right. And then we take it off the board.
Yes.
You
What
know
did he
I'm saying?
win?
What's up, Ryan? He won a decal package. He won what he's already gotten like 1,000 times already. He's like, dude, can I have any more stickers?
That's about right. That's what you deserve, Mark.
Yeah.
I was impressed with that.
What if you're not that smart? It's not fair. You guys should have questions for sheltered people.
How about this one? I got a question.
What?
TJ, see if you can answer this one.
Okay.
Spin the wheel. See what you're going to get, and I got a question for you. Random.
Huh?
I'm going to ask you a random question that you have to answer.
Jennifer asked, who sings When You're in Love with a Beautiful Woman? TJ Gilbert sings that.
Yeah.
Hey, if I had my sunglasses right now, I totally would have flipped them down and put a cigarette in my mouth.
Yeah.
It's kind of like lick your fingers and push the eyebrows out.
Boom! Boom! That's the best answer to that question. I sing it, Jennifer. To you. So, all right, Mark, let's hear your fucking question. Wait, let me
spin the wheel.
Spin for prizes. I cannot wait to get this fucking wheel out of here. I fucking hate this.
Oh, dude, I've been spinning that shit all day.
Way. I hope everyone appreciates
You've only had it for a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I win duty pants. That fucking sucks. All right. So ask your question, fucko.
Yes. Okay, here's the question. In 2017, what man dry docked, in other words, entered Richie Blue with no grease?
Say that one more time.
In 2017, what man dry docked with... Yeah, we have a winner.
Yeah! Poopy pants!
You win his pants.
You win the pants.
Woo!
I feel like he could fold it up like a paper airplane and just send it to you from China. Be that rich and make it.
Yeah, baby. Fucking, yeah, so that's how the game's gonna go, guys. There's probably gonna be some rock and roll trivia questions. There's probably gonna be some fucking Outlaw Window Cleaner podcast questions. There's gonna be fucking questions about window cleaning and window cleaning history, not necessarily the Instagram page, but history in general. You know, like when did Unger come into business? Things like that in that nature. I mean, like I said, we want to make the questions. I mean, of course, the podcast questions are going to be hard for these fucking yum-yums that are coming on here just to win something.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not going to just ask generic questions to make everything. So we're going to have, Mark's going to have a set of questions, Tim's going to have a set of questions, I'm going to have a set of questions, and then, we'll ask, each one of us will ask questions as we're going through the dealio. You know what I'm saying? But we don't want to just do generic questions, so we want to... If you've been watching for a long time, I feel like you should get not an advantage. I'll be honest about it. Don't you guys think? I mean, an advantage.
Yes. Oh yeah, definitely.
If you've been
watching,
deserve it.
you know,
fair.
I mean, of course, yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's been quite a few people that have listened to what I said and added me on Skype. There's a bunch of guys that have, and that's the smart thing to do, man, is to add me on Skype. That way, when you call in, you know what I mean, I know who you are, or whatever the case may be. You got a direct link to me, because we're gonna be like, all right, right now we're taking the third caller, and you answer a question.
Richie, what's with the questions, Richie?
Okay.
How about test questions to see
if the
caller's emotionally
balanced?
We don't have to be emotionally balanced. Hey,
All right.
Richie.
That would eliminate half
I think
of the
this is the way we should
call
do it.
in.
I think this is the way we should do it. We should do this. spin the wheel. The fucking our wheel's gonna be sponsored by a special guest on the day of the podcast, but we're saving that.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
so
be good.
the third caller will win. I mean, we could do it this way. The third caller right now could win 1 gross of Black Diamond rubber if they answer the question correct.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if guys want to do it that way, or would people rather me spin after they've called, like the third call? I think that's the best way to do it, don't you?
I think it's more random if you spin after they call.
I think you're right, too.
Yeah, because then they could go, well, yeah, I think we should do it that way. Yeah, I don't know. Well, they're going to get what they get, but the point is, I don't want them calling for the rubber. I want them calling to play the game. And then they happen to win the rubber, or they happen to win the barbecue rubber. They happen to win the sticker pack.
I think that's a valid.
Well, like maybe have them answer the question first, and then if they get it right, then spin the wheel. You know what I mean? And have
that's
completely
even more random.
Yeah. It's got to be random.
Yeah, I mean, I would instead of having.
Man, it's all about being random, man.
Henry says, we're all on balance. We're window cleaners. Henry, this is a man that sits naked on a white bedsheet to see if he's bleeding. Are you spotting, Henry?
Because if the shirt comes up, they won't want one. I can assure you right now, if the next Squeegee Life shirt that comes out, if I don't sell a whole shitload of those, I'll be surprised.
How about this? If you win something you don't want, we'll leave it on the wheel and some other lucky person will win it. You don't like it and you're unappreciative of it, then fuck off. Goodbye.
I mean, that's going to be pretty hard to be that shitty on a podcast.
Yeah, they're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Look, it's the luck of the draw. That's the whole thing, because then no one can come back. It's going to be fun. But listen, Seth, we've talked a lot about this, and it will be fun, but it will not be fun for those of us who are spending some time to try to figure this out. If people come back and go, that was a fucking fixed, it was rigged, it was this.
It was rigged, man.
I ain't fucking listening to that shit.
The pure water power fucking giveaway. I mean, fuck the shit I heard about that because Jason won. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. For
months.
Yeah. No, we're trying to figure out every way that there's no loophole that someone could fucking complain.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do because people are
complaining. Tim. That was pretty funny.
I can tell you this. This is the biggest thing to come across any of the Facebook window cleaning pages or any of that in the last 5 years, easily. They know one.
I've never seen anything like this before.
Yeah.
What, our podcast? Man, we're
no, like this.
No. The prize.
The whole podcast in general.
The prizes. But the prizes.
What's up, fellas?
Tim?
What's up, guys?
What's up, Tim?
It's so hot in here. Leah didn't have the air on. It's 80 degrees.
Oh, man.
Yeah. No, none of you guys.
It's so we wanna make sure that the contest is nice and cool as we can make it. You know what I mean, without people tripping and shit.
Yeah.
Dude, this contest is ridiculous. Yeah. Like you start looking at the list of prizes. Holy cow!
There's a good list of prizes, I think.
Yeah.
Solid.
We haven't been promoting it very much, but.
No, we go into this last weekend. It's gonna get. I'm boosting it and everything. So that's why I'm just waiting on that.
Yeah, I mean, you're giving away real shit.
It did look suspect when Jason won it. Well, you know us, dude. We like to fucking.
No offense to Jason, we didn't want Jason to have it.
Yeah, we blow the in crowd around here.
Yeah.
No. The fucking hey man, I can't tell it. I picked this fucking name out of the bucket. I mean, what do you guys want me to do?
Yeah, no, it was random.
I can't see you guys, so I'm just gonna go out and in. I'll be right back.
Tim's rocking the German concentration camp look.
Yeah,
that's what Carl says.
That motherfucker does look like he was on that show, though, doesn't he?
I mean,
that documentary.
He looked like a German Holocaust.
That was good.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. That's fucking hilarious.
Oh, fucking guy.
who else. I'm gonna look for random people on Skype. Richie Blue's online. I should call Richie. Luke Stenner's on. That's Luke John, by the way. I mean.
Have Richie call. I want to make him feel bad about himself for a little while.
Let's make fucking Richie feel like shit.
Yeah.
That fucking loser.
Tim's got to get rid of that gateway computer and
fucking Tandy.
I feel like it's like, you remember like when you would go to like a girl's room when you're like 16 or 17, they had like the clear one with like the different lights on the old gateways, like it'd be pink or purple or whatever. I feel like that's what Tim has.
Tim is really fucking up my podcast graphics.
I'm not trying to, man.
I'm gonna fucking kill Tim. I'm gonna kill Tim's whole face if he don't stop.
I'm trying to
Damn
get
it, now I gotta move it again, Tim.
Now I can see you. See, now I can see your pretty face. Before, and I had to get my hat.
I'm glad you put your hat on. You gotta stop coming on here without a hat.
Dude, I ran through the shower. I forgot the hat.
You literally look like fucking like Auschwitz. Like fucking.
I can't help it. Grandpa hair.
Like you just escaped the camp. You know, got out of there, dude.
Hey, you haven't got your first meal yet.
Well, I haven't eaten today. It was a sweaty, long day. I like you guys to know I've gained weight, not lost it.
Good, man. That's good for you, Tim. I'm glad that you've gained some weight.
You can have some of mine if you want.
Yeah. Yeah. So does anyone have any fucking technical questions for Mark Tanner? Do you have a technical question for Mark Tanner? We'll take some technical question for Mark Tanner. Talk a little bit about fucking a little bit about window cleaning, so people will watch the show. I mean, it is about window cleaning, kinda. It's kinda about window cleaning. So.
So what was crazy this week? You have any crazy big jobs or what's going on?
I mean, I've been kind of like residential fucking.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right now, I just been like.
Really?
Oh,
dude, it's getting stupid up.
I mean,
there.
I've got 2 houses a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
2 big houses a day. I did a screen job today. You know, at window cleaning and a screen job. Sold her on 4 patio doors.
Full patios? How much you get for that?
Huh?
How much you get a patio door?
I ain't telling you nothing.
Dude, I'm 2.5 hours away.
I don't give a fuck. There's guys that are watching that ain't 2.5 hours away. They're
I got you.
30 minutes down the road. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I ain't telling.
Have you been paid? You've been paid for the patio doors?
Yeah, I got paid that.
Then don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got paid for it. She paid me before I left.
I just thought screens are just bare, man. Yeah, you know, even if you double up on the price or the material, you get $20-$25 a screen or somewhere right there. Well, you mess up that one screen.
They were 36-inch wide fucking patio doors, so they were the big patio doors. So I charged a little bit extra.
Yeah.
Carl Robinson would like to know what does Mark use to cover the elevator lift electronics?
I went on the top of the elevator with a 4-foot by 6-foot plastic tarp and put a couple magnets to the top of the elevator car, and that covered everything. You know, and if you're going to go on top of the elevator to wash it, like I said, with a pure water system, just put a good ball valve on there and only turn it on when you're reaching in the front of the elevator. So we did cover them up with plastic tarping because that was a concern.
Any tips on skylights without a 0 degree?
Yeah, don't do the insides.
Yeah, don't do the insides of them unless you got
Never.
a 0 degree.
Yeah, I'm not good with a 0 degree. T would be.
No, he's saying
better.
without. He's saying without.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then don't do it with a wet mop. Do it as light as you can because you don't want to paint them bitches. I have, and they suck.
Yeah.
They put flat paint up there every time.
Yep.
Every single time.
If you touch it, if you just put your hand on it.
I want to tell you what I did, and I can't tell everyone specifically what I did, but I got this cool new tool, and I used it to hold the rag up there, Mark. I took one pole. Listen,
Yep.
I took one pole and laid it in there with the tool on it.
Yes.
And I fucking wet it and then squeegeed it down, and the water rolled down and onto that in the rag. It was fucking easy.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. That's the way we used to take a dry mop. And what we would do is we'd take a pole and lay it up in there with a dry mop, lean against this So you could come down with the squeegee and still close out, but it's just right there enough for to catch the dirty water instead of running down.
Yeah.
Sometimes you wrap a towel around it, whatever. Some people are, but I always give them the, there's a chance there might be a dirty streak running down this drywall here, and then
I just told him,
I don't want to.
I paid 2 of them, and I said I'm done doing insides. You want them done?
I give them the old. I give them the fucking hey man, this is what's gonna happen if this happens.
Right.
I ain't trying to hear
exactly.
that shit.
Yeah, I'm not taking that responsibility.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Do you guys only pole the inside of skylights? Like, do you ever ladder up to them, or is it?
You put a ladder with just the slightest bit of dirt on your mitt, and that flat paint absorbs it.
Yeah, I just throw a beach towel around it. The tops, I just have like a beach towel in my truck, and then
Again, if you're up there and you're even nose of glass, and it comes down and you get one black drip on that paint. Yeah. Done. You'll sit there and scrub it, make it worse, and
I just tie a rag around my 12-inch squeegee, like around the rubber base, and you'll catch everything that way too. Yeah, because I hate painting.
Right.
I did a restaurant. I do a restaurant every Tuesday, and they painted underneath the windowsills flat brown.
Dumb.
So we washed it. I'm thinking of it. And we just take a sill towel. The manager calls me an hour later. He's like, "You got to come look at this." I go there, dude. It was just dripping, it just stained it. Immediately with clean water, it was done. And I'm like, dude, so they brought the painter back and the painter goes, "Oh, what's he using in the water?" I'm like, dude, that's flat paint. You can't even touch it without it.
Right.
They ended up painting it with an eggshell.
Dream chasing, I like the alpha brush, the outer nylon with the inner boar's hair on residential. Yep. I mean, that's on everything.
Dude, you can use it on everything. That's the nice thing about that brush.
Yeah, just buy that brush. That's the brush everyone should buy. That's just my opinion. I know there's one with the boar's hair around the outside, nylon in the middle. There's which that might even do a good job too. I'm not a fan of full boar's hair brush or full nylon brushes. I feel like a dual trim brush is the best way to go.
And he's got that right combination, man. That fucking thing just cleans. It's the right amount of boar's hair.
Square inch.
Yeah.
It just is unprecedented in the industry. I mean, you can go and look at fucking, like Perry's got that fucking 75-foot long fucking sub brush, the submarine sandwich brush.
And the
Subway
soup brush.
party sandwich brush. And you can just look at the bristles on that, and you could just see how his bristles are garbage.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it at first. I was like, these aren't the best bristles. And then after using an alpha brush, I'm like, dude, that fucking brush sucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It fucking sucked. Right. That constructor brush fucking sucked.
Yeah, you used it, and it works okay, and then you put it in the toolbox, you come to get it out, and it looks like fucking Don King. Yeah.
Seth, you don't use any water-fed poles, do you?
Very rarely. Jobs I maintain, I use it on the outside, but like a lot of first-time window cleanings, or if it's been a year on residential, I kind of find it's tough. I end up going back and re-cleaning a lot of windows. Maybe my technique sucks, which it might. But
it does. But the most important thing is, it doesn't matter if you take a job from somebody, especially residential. If you start cleaning windows and someone else had the account as regular maintenance, and it was soap and squeegee, if you use pure water, you better do it twice, because all that soap is going to release out of the frames. Oh, yeah, they're going to fire you, because they're going to be like, this looks like shit. Yeah. So you better be prepared to scrub and rinse the piss out of it.
Yeah. It definitely has its place for me. I just don't use it as much as you guys do.
Yeah.
So
I use mine when it's necessary. Henry Drees is gonna get mad. Why you guys always talk about water-fed pools? You guys are always blowing the water-fed pool, guys.
Because it's window cleaning, yo. But you do those taller jobs and stuff, though. You know what I mean? You do where it's definitely you want. If I was doing that,
go to my YouTube channel, for fuck's sake. Yeah. You can see that I clean windows both ways quite often. You know what I mean? I do everything. I do squeegees. I do fucking water-fed poles. I do whatever puts checks in the bank. That's what I do.
Right.
Yep.
That's how you gotta do it, man.
So it is what it is. I've got an 18-inch alpha with the boar's hair on the outside coming. I will throw in a beast brush for the giveaway. We've already got plenty to give away. I appreciate that, though. Do you have a cooler for your drinking water? I like to use I got like, one of those big job site water coolers. When I know it's gonna be a roasty toasty, I usually throw a big bag of fucking Lay's potato chips in the truck and fill up that water cooler. And usually, sometimes I'll put some powdered Gatorade in there. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes it's just straight water. You know what I mean? But that's super key in the summertime is have some sunscreen on, put on a fucking hat, make sure you got plenty of water, and make sure you got a salty snack. Keep that salt in your system. So
my brother just bought me my brother was in my shop. He was down visiting. He was in my shop and he went and bought me a Milwaukee soft cooler. Milwaukee, the tool company, now making coolers.
I know you showed me a picture of it.
Dude, that thing's badass. It holds ice for 2 days, and I'm fortunate because Friday, Tuesday.
Let me the fuck out of here. You fat
Friday, Tuesday, and Thursday, I have restaurants in the morning, so I fill it up with ice, and it'll last all week long. Let me let him out.
You fucking suck, Mark.
Man, I've been using that that tumbler we got from CWC over there, or window cleaning. Yeah, CWS. Man, that thing keeps my coffee still hot all day. I've been using another one. My coffee's not hot.
I don't like it.
You don't?
I've got a bunch of those insulated tumblers to put coffee in, and that's the worst thing because you can't never drink it. You can't drink it until like noon.
It's too.
I don't like to drink hot. I don't. Dude,
I want to drink hot
too
coffee.
Fucking hot to drink. I end up having to take the lid off of it and setting it in my truck without the lid on it so it'll cool down because I can't drink the fucking shit.
I dump 2 cubes of ice in it and go.
Oh, I never even thought of that.
Yeah.
I think one of my biggest things I hate more than anything. I don't drink a lot of hot drinks. You know why? Because I hate to burn my fucking tongue. That bugs I hate it.
That's the worst, man.
Had a sunroom, all glass on the top, 40 panes, dirty pollen windows and sills. Had to squeegee it after water-fed pole.
Mm-hmm. We do that all the time. I backblade windows all the time. If I've got the extra time and I know it might be a chance that it's not going to dry clean, we did I was going to put up pictures, but I'm tired of everybody telling me either I'm bragging or how they would do it, so I don't always do it. But I have an Aston Martin dealer, Jaguar, that I did yesterday. We backbladed every window in the place. Keep it up, Seth.
Hey, you told me that.
That one.
I'm gonna be a dick.
Dude, I don't know, man. I think sometimes you got sometimes shit won't dry the way it's supposed to, and you're gonna know that. You know what I mean? Again, that's what really this whole fucking conversation always leads to. You just gotta know what the fuck you're doing. You know what I mean?
What?
Don't do it.
One way to do something. You have to have your whole bag of tricks to get.
Yes.
Not only that, I just kind of always figured it, and this is just maybe it's my process or whatever, but the bigger the window, the more chance you're going to have of them white streaky drips coming down or spots at the bottom where it took 5 hours to dry and all the dust settled in the water. Well, I just backblade them and go.
I mean, I can tell you one thing. When you've got guys out there that are telling people that all they need to do to clean a window is go up, down, off.
Yeah. Dude.
You never cleaned a fucking window before in your life.
Exactly.
In your life.
No, you never did. You never got a paycheck from
I wonder if Dream Chase used the Perry Tate technique on the top of that sunroom today. I'm wondering. I wonder if you did the up, down, and it was good. You just backbladed it just, because you wanted to show everybody you could use a squeegee.
Could be.
You don't need to do that, because he's got it figured out for you guys. All you need to do is buy his $385 fucking window cleaning brush. You're gonna have to.
Well, let me tell you one thing. If you're gonna backblade glass without any soap, you better make sure you got all that dirt loosened up and gone, because that up down, you're still gonna leave the same streaks.
Yeah.
That dirt has to be rinsed.
Yeah.
The backblading is to take the water off that has a chance to get contaminated. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree.
No such thing as, what is it? Better, faster.
Better, safer.
Tell you, I mean, that window cleaner. Weapon dealio, that's not a bad idea. It's just a shitty platform, and he's a fucking cunt.
Yeah.
So.
I used mine I use mine on some.
His ideas aren't bad. His execution sucks.
Yeah. Right. Even though his ideas aren't his own. That's the first fucking problem.
Well, not only that, in my opinion, I don't know much about this, but I'm kind of thinking I might be right here. Maybe someone could correct me. 3D printing is not made to be the final product. 3D printing is made to make a mold and design things and to test it. But when you're
3D printing,
half that shit is probably 3D printed, man.
Probably.
I'll tell you this. TJ, I used my Mini for the first time yesterday. What a piece of shit. I have to buy a better brush. I'm glad that you got it, man. Like I said, when you were, Jason hooked you up with that, which I know you're just being facetious and you appreciate the brush and the pole. I would go buy yourself an alpha brush, man. You're going to have to, the pole is not a bad pole, but go out and get yourself an alpha brush or a Tucker brush. That's what I would do, man. It's just the brushes his brushes are fucking garbage, man.
Dude, I've got a full nylon.
You know what I think? Brush. I think Larry Crook. You want my fucking conspiracy theory? I think the window weapon is Larry Crook's invention. That's my personal opinion.
Probably.
Maybe.
That's what I think.
I know he's working on something else for him.
I mean, everyone's got their hang-ups. It is what it is. I don't know, but I just don't like that dude. Perry's
Larry was amazing with that constructor brush, too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you this, fucking, you know what? I like the Tucker brush, but make sure when you go to his store, make sure that you, ask a question. Ask him if the shit's in stock. Because I fucking ordered that SF9, that storefront 9, May 4th, and I still ain't got. He just shipped it yesterday.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Yeah, dude. It's like, if you don't have them in fucking stock, then your website should say out of stock.
Sold out or something. Pretty.
Well, I mean, he's competing against 2 other poles that probably are in stock. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Give a fuck.
I know.
So you're not going to tell your customer?
No, I mean,
that's like me selling a window cleaning job and not showing up for 3 motherfucking.
I'll be a devil's advocate over here.
For 3 weeks. That's cool. I'm cool with the devil's advocate. I'm not saying he's a bad dude or nothing, but I'm just saying, I mean, that is an issue with your website you should fix. If it's not in fucking stock, let me know that it's not in stock. Don't go 3 fucking weeks, not send one fucking email saying, hey, the reason why you haven't got your pole and your hat is because it's not in stock. Oh, okay, great. Don't wait until I finally get frustrated enough to be like, yo, it'd be nice to get my fucking pole.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, they were out of stock. Well, why didn't you fucking just tell me that when I bought it?
How much is that pole?
It's the cheapest of the 3 so far. I think it's like $150-something bucks.
Nice.
Yeah. I used the crap out of that Trad 12 yesterday, and I didn't have my camera with me. I had a ball with it, though. It was so smooth. Did a big church on the exterior and just pulled the whole damn thing.
Nice.
Well, I can tell you what, right now, if you had a fucking sim pole,
I probably could have gotten the tops I couldn't reach with that 12 because it would have been an extra 21 inches I needed. You know what I'm saying?
Which one do you guys like better so far? I mean, do all of you guys have both?
I only have the I only have the 0.
I'm asking from a consumer point because
I was going to be one of the guys. Yeah, I was going to be one of the guys that had all 3 poles to do a side by side with all 3, but I'm still waiting on Fucko to send me my fucking.
I mean,
all I will answer is this because I only have the 0 and it's badass, Seth. I can't have nothing bad to say about it. It's fucking badass.
I saw Richie with Phil's, and it looked nice. It's just, I mean, I haven't seen a comparison.
Yeah. We'll put it this way. I don't think you're going to see enough difference between any of them other than the finish.
And the
the only drawback I don't, and it's not I dislike, but the 0 has a rough texture on the outside. So when you slide your hands on it, it's a little bit rough, but it also stops you from dropping it or slipping out of your hands. Yes. I mean, I like a new aluminum pole. You know how they're all slick till they get all oxidized, but other than that, and like I said, I'm used to it. It's the real deal.
I always have my hand on the pole that's on the pole. I always have it wet. I'll go down and grab my towel and wet it.
I used to take an old mop sleeve. You know how you blow the ends of the mop sleeve out?
Yep.
And on the end that's sealed, not the end that opens up. and you just cut it about 4 inches, and you have the open end. You slide that over the pole, and then use that as a like a cushion. Yeah, I used to do that all the time. I just yeah, it works good. It's like you just hold that and slide it through there.
I just think carbon fiber is a really awesome pole, dude. I'm not cheerleading a brand because I only have one. You know what I mean?
No, it is, dude. Yeah. It's nice and rigid. And
it's just really nice. It's a whole different experience on the windows. It's really nice.
Riley's window cleaning mentioned the Hero. That's the one I sent to you, T. That thing's like $75.
Is that
I don't know who makes it.
Windows 101? They got the Hero brand.
Yeah, probably Windows 101.
$75. How tall?
I don't quote me on that, but it's the same. It's a 4.8 or something. It's a true 4.8. Yeah. Again, I didn't do much research on it, so the price and the size I might be wrong about, but I noticed that it was very, very cheap, price wise.
See you, Carl. Riley, what's the price on the Hero? Tucker was 150, 159. You said something like
that. So, how long do you guys think those trad poles will last? Do you think it's
until you lose them?
Yeah.
If you lose it, it's gone. I don't see mine. I've been running it, 5 days a week for the last couple months, and I haven't never adjusted the clamps. I've dropped it several times. It gets tossed into the back of the truck. The only thing going on with it is some of the little label, the X0 logo on it starting to get scratched up. But I think it'll last. You could reclamp it. There are Gardner clamps on it, so you could rebuild the pole with new clamps. So like I said, short of losing it, I don't see you breaking it unless you ran it over or something, and nothing's gonna, or took a hammer to it.
We'll know the best pole once CJ gets Tucker.
Tucker builds good stuff. I'm sure it's good. You just want to get it. Just want to get your hands on it.
Right.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get my hands on it. It'd just send it to me, man. Send me my fucking pole, bro. It's supposedly FedExed on its way, so that's cool. But
yeah, man.
Like I said, I don't dislike the dude or nothing like that. I'm not saying he doesn't make good shit. This ain't Perry Tate style shit. It's just, listen, motherfucker, if you ain't got the goddamn shit in stock, don't fucking be selling it. Make sure that on your fucking website it says out of stock when somebody clicks the fucking thing to put it in the fucking cart. So is that not a thing? So when I if I go to Detroit Sponge and I try to order something and they don't tell me that it ain't out of stock, come on, it does say that it's out of fucking stock. Window Cleaning Resources shit says it's out of stock. We ain't got this right now. Out of stock.
Yeah.
Out of stock.
Yeah.
Even fucking Perry Tate's got a fucking we're out of stock thing. And that dude fucking sucks all the dicks.
Henry wants to know how is it going behind neons and blinds and clamps. I've yet to have the clamps hang up on anything.
The same way they do on any other fucking pole.
Yeah.
Same way they do on your generic ass fucking blue pole from Home Depot. Same way, but better.
Yeah. Well, the clamp is a lower profile.
Anyone that's got a carbon fiber pole is fucking better than you are.
I know.
You got aluminum poles, you suck, and we don't. So how that?
holding out a sign. When you hold out a sign and you go up with one hand, you know how you do all that. And put the mop up, switch it out, squeegee up. Lot lighter, lot smoother coming down. You don't have to put the bend on it to get the pressure.
And if you're reaching up high, that clamp takes up less real estate than a twist lock. Than a twist, not a twist lock that has no clamp, but one of those cone lock poles.
I don't know. I like them. This might sound sacrilegious, but straight out of the box. So far, the Trad 12 is my favorite of the two. I do have a sim pole, Tad pole. It's a nice pole. It's just long. It's longer than what we asked for. That's the only issue with it is longer than what we asked for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like that. Is it awkward like that Unger 11-footer? They had that 2-piece Unger 11-footer.
That fucking...
I have one of those.
Oh, it's so awkward.
The finish on it is beautiful. It's a beautiful fucking pole. I mean, it's shiny. It's a really pretty pole. The clamps are badass on it. It's just the tab pole. It's it's a fucking sim pole. It's gangster. Yeah, well, I mean,
Right.
the conclusion I'm going to draw to any of this is that it's, you know, it's a carbon fiber pole. I mean, what the fuck? How much more are you going to be able to do to it? Then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, you know.
Right.
Yeah, and it's not a composite pole. The fucking zero pole is full fucking full carbon fiber. It's fucking super gangster. It's not composite.
Right.
Yeah, it's carbon fiber. It's too rigid and too light to be a composite, in my opinion.
This is from the heart. Thank you all for taking time to do this show each week. We all appreciate what you do. Thanks, man. Thank you.
Thanks, Luke.
Thank you, Luke.
Thanks.
Wow,
Almost didn't make it
fucking
tonight.
Luke the window cleaner. What a nice fucking guy. Of all the people in the world, we thought, you know, come on, he's out here saying nice things about us. Fuck all you other guys, man. We're going the in crowd from here on out.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the sim pole. I don't know if the sim pole is composite or full carbon fiber. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I've never asked. I don't know. If Jason Lehman's watching, he might be able to tell you. But I could tell you this: it is lighter than the sim pole. The Hero is lighter, but it may only be because it's like 17 feet longer. I don't know.
Yeah, if you cut it to size, then it'd be interesting.
It might be the same.
I'm gonna check it out real quick.
What's that?
Well, I want to see what the specs and stuff are on that pole, that Hero pole.
Okay.
Yeah, the Hero, the cheap one, might be fiberglass. Who knows?
Well, fucking James Riley is he's a Windows 101 fanboy, so you know he's like, that's the best.
Man. Yeah. He gets on the product, boy.
He's
I don't even. I'm not.
That's it. Yeah, he's a Manny guy, so.
Been there already.
Yeah, he's a Manny guy. I mean, I'm not picking on him for it either. You know what I mean? That's cool. Everyone's allowed to have their guy. You know what I mean? Richie's my guy, so whatever. Except for Richie can't give me shit or make anything cool because Perry's a fucking douchebag. And he shits his fucking pants. And he shits his pants.
Yep.
He shits his pants. Hashtag poo slacks. Hashtag poo slacks. Hashtag poo slacks. I'm flashing poo slacks on the screen right now.
Nice.
Right over top of Mark. Right over top of Mark. It's poo slacks is getting flashed on and on over Mark's face. Poo slacks. Zero is $35 cheaper than a sim pole too. Yes, that is true. Philip's price is a little bit higher. And a little bit bigger than me. OWC Radio will be starting up a hotline call-in service for counseling. Can't wait. Yeah, that's definitely.
We make that a 900 number.
I think we need to read between the lines and send Richie a gift certificate for some fucking counseling already.
Yeah, I think we should get Richie some counseling.
Self-esteem seminar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tony Robbins will work them out.
I mean, dude. What can you say about a guy like Richie Blue? You know what I mean? He's just a good fucking guy, man. He's all around good dude. Jason Lehman's a good dude. They're both gay for each other. Henry is also gay for the both of them, but he's just looking outside the window. He's not actually in the room with them. He's like outside the window with a Bowie knife, shaving the hair off his arms, watching fucking Richie and Jason make love.
Damn.
Sweet man love.
I can't find this thing. So
what? The tadpole?
No, this Hero.
The tadpole.
The Hero traditional.
Are you having a hard time operating Simpol's website?
No, I'm on 101. I don't see it.
Dude. What's the fucking deal there? Shit. I just forgot what I was gonna say, and it was so good.
It'll come back.
So, who wants to win a prize right now? I'm just going to start giving away prizes right now. Fuck the 100th episode. The first person to call me gets a fucking whatever I spin. We're just going to give it away now. We're not even going to do the 100th episode.
End the shit early.
We're going to end it now. This is the last podcast, so we're just going to... Whoever calls me is winning this prize right now. You think I'm bullshitting, you're totally getting it. Oh, that's like the best prize on the board. Does anybody see that? It's the Zero Micro 3K. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, that's high dollar.
Yeah, the first caller gets to win.
They got to answer a question.
Illustrious poll. No, we're not fucking doing questions. iBlue Ether Sim Trad Tad is carbon fiber with 3K on outside with high gloss finish.
Yeah, who's Ether? Is that the dude he's blowing right now?
Why are you blowing? Why are you blowing this guy?
Is that a nickname? Because I've never known anyone named Ether.
Yeah. Craig, you know what, Craig? Hard on your sleeve, fucking window cleaning. Listen, bro, I've told you several times to send me your fucking address and I'll send you something, but you're a fucking cunt nugget and you won't do it. So, if you want...
Whoa, yeah.
Hello. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby, yeah. We're not giving away any fucking prizes, you dumbasses. But that was the Micro 3K right there, man.
Yeah, and here's another thing. If you...
No, you didn't,
Riley,
Craig.
What about this? No, let me ask you this, T. What do you think of this? Because Riley's window cleaning just brought something. I don't want anything, but I'll call. If you call in and win a prize and know someone less fortunate than you, you can hand that off, but that's between you and the person you're handing it off to.
And me.
Yes. So, like, you know someone that's struggling and needs a water-fed pole or needs a gross of rubber or needs, whatever.
Yeah, that's an acceptable. Yeah. That is an acceptable thing to say here. If you call in the show and you win the prize, you're like, I don't want that prize. If you think, like you're a guy that's got 12 water-fed poles and one of them's a Zero Micro 3K, and you're like, man, I don't need that pole. Give that to someone that could use it. Like, someone that could use it, that could help them. That'd be, that's acceptable.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, but as far as the carbon,
you give away the barbecue
rub
though, you're an asshole. I mean, seriously, that's just a
sissy.
Yeah,
you're a sissy.
The carbon fiber trad pole thing, man, it's, again, it's all going to be about preference, and it's going to be about brand preference. Just to be, if you're a Tucker guy, you're probably going to want to use the Tucker street front, storefront, fucking whatever the fuck you want to call it. Storefront 9, whatever, all that weird shit he calls his stuff. But
let me ask you a question: is that Tucker a 2-section pole or a 3-section pole?
It's 3 sections.
3 sections. Oh, that's right. Red,
if
white.
If you're a Zero guy, you're probably gonna want the Zero Trad 12, and if you're a Sim pole guy, you're most likely.
Wait a minute. I got one question though. If it's named the SF9, is that inferring that it's 9 foot long and 3 sections of 3 feet? Because that ain't no good. Too many clamps on a short pole.
Say that again?
It can't be, right? If it's a SF9.
Yes, it's a 9 foot pole. With
9 foot fully extended?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, forget it. That's
Riley's Cleaning Services may know he has one.
Dude, you got
Seth
2
is
foot.
A good man, but he needs Alcoholics Anonymous meetings. That's pretty fucking judgy of you, Richie. Look,
you know what?
Now Seth's like fucking awkward.
I mean, I don't really need it, but I may.
I don't think there's anything wrong. The dude's thirsty. You don't want him to be that dehydrated.
Yeah, I can't be dehydrated during the podcast.
Dude. Yeah. Fuck, man. People are so judgy on the internet, dude. Like that Lucas dude, that Lucas Locanelli or Locachaki or whatever the fuck his name is. That dude talks to them, like people send me screenshots of shit. I'm just like,
that dude is just trashing everything.
Why are you talking shit about me when I can't see a fucking thing you're saying, first of all?
Yeah.
You got me blocked on Facebook, unfriended me and blocked me, and you're going to sit and talk about me when I can't see it, which is probably, why don't you just write me a love letter and try to get these nuts in your mouth? You know what I mean? Because that's really what I feel like. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's kind of weird. And on top of that, you must be keeping track of every fucking thing I do to talk that much shit about me. I mean, you're like subscriber on my YouTube page, fucking, this, that, and the third. Man, come on, bro.
Right.
Man, jealousy is a sickness. Get well soon, bitch. For real. That's all I can say. Fuck me. Don't hate the vegans, Timmy. Does the barbecue rub gluten-free and use it on tofu? No.
The same.
If you're a vegetarian, you can go fuck your uncle. You ain't getting shit.
Vegetarian.
All right. I'm just saying what you told me to say, TJ. I didn't fucking tell you to say that about Seth.
Hey now, Richie.
Yeah.
Own it, Richie. Talking shit. It's fine.
Dude. So, man, Mark sent me this video. It's about NASA going back to the moon. And he's trying to what he's trying to do is shoot down my theories on the moon. Like, if they're scared to go back, why are they going back now? So there must not be. Listen, they're going up there to the moon again. Right now, NASA's got a plan by 2024?
Yep.
To put a base.
They want to colonize. Yeah, they want to be able to. Yeah.
And Mark, of course, is like, the aliens aren't real, man. And what I'm thinking is that, some fucking, like, some knowing shit's about to happen. Like, there's about to be, like, a fucking cosmic radiation storm or some shit. And motherfuckers is trying to escape out into deep space.
Or think about this. Maybe NASA finally feels that the public is ready to learn that there might be someone else out there. So they can
social media is demanding it. You know what I mean? Because you can't keep a secret anymore.
Well, I can tell you this: they weren't very open there for a long time about what was on the moon, and now they're saying that there's actual frozen water on the moon's surface.
Yeah, a lot.
And they want to evaporate that and melt it for drinking water and fucking carbon dioxide.
They can make hydrogen. They can make hydrogen fuel out of it.
They can do a lot of shit with that.
The government's finally going back to the moon.
You know what I think?
Elon Musk is going to Mars.
You know what I think's going to happen? There's going to be some kind of fucking alien life form in the water. They're going to drink it, and then it's going to, like, wipe out the human race.
Good times.
It's going to be sweet, dude.
Yeah.
So awesome. Well, I don't drink water, so I shouldn't.
All I drink is beer.
You know what? I got a question, though. I got a question, and this is something you can think about. If you ever notice, when we search planets for life forms, the first thing we're looking for is water. Because even these big, giant scientists that know everything, they're under this impression that life has to have water. That's not true. It's forms that we know nothing about.
Yeah. Our knowledge of life has to have water. But people could be like living off methane and shit. You know what I mean?
My wife breathes my methane all the time, and she's perfectly fine.
What are they,
she could adapt.
What are they? The Dogon people. They say it may be one of the lost tribes of Israel or whatever you want to call it. The Dogon people from Africa, like one of the oldest civilizations on Earth. They got lots of records that go back, but they talk about a time when the moon wasn't in the sky.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different, like, Native American cultures and stuff like that also talk about a time before the moon was. I think it's a fucking spaceship, dude.
How much shit do you think's actually being hidden from us?
I mean, I'm not saying. What I mean is like a big spaceship, man.
The moon is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
Well, they said when they dropped those oxygen tanks off the Apollo mission, and it dropped on there, they had the seismographs on the moon surface to check for, volcanic activity, anything going on inside the moon, trying to see if the moon was alive on the inside, whatever's whatever. When they jettisoned those oxygen tanks to get off the moon surface, when it hit the fucking surface of the moon, it kind of rung like a bell. So it's kind of
for a while. It reverberated for a long time.
So I'm just saying, I don't know, man. I mean,
but why do we want to fuck with the moon?
Death Star.
Like, I mean, think about it. Why do we fuck with something?
No, they don't want to fuck with the moon, Tim. What they want to do is they want to be able to put stuff on the moon. So if we want to go to Mars, that's a base. We want to set up a base on the moon. Yeah.
So I mean, it's
that's going to happen in our lifetime.
Yeah. Well, there's homeless people in the streets. Why are we wasting money on this? Fuck them.
I'm not saying like
fuck homeless people.
Yeah.
I'm not saying commercial, but we're going to put a man on Mars.
Oh well, I don't think we'll see that. No.
You don't think we'll see it?
I think we're going to get full disclosure eventually, though. There's no way. Listen, I'll say this.
Do you think we have a base on Mars already?
No. No, I believe the rovers are up there.
I'm telling you.
But I don't think we have a base.
You know that story with the guy saying that Egypt had an advanced civilization and shit. There could be bases on Mars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't know.
There could be an ancient civilization on Mars at one time. You don't know.
Well, the most...
We know so little.
Right now, like a lot of people's belief systems, that the world's only like a couple thousand years fucking old, and there's civilizations that date back way, 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 way past the time of Christ. I mean, back when there supposedly was no people, there's advanced civilizations like all over the place. They're in fucking... They're either on the coast underwater, or they're fucking covered in sand in the desert, or covered by the jungle and fucking,
minimum, because they're, I mean, if you go Bible or something like that, you're talking 10 to 12 years or 1,000 years. So I mean, minimum would be 24,000.
Listen,
what I'm saying?
I can tell you this right now, dude. If you look at the things that people used to build back then, I mean, we don't build shit like that.
Oh. They don't have that math.
They don't know how, they're not supposed to have any of the cool tools like we did, and they made them pyramids. When they were done, you couldn't even slip a piece of paper in between them.
Yeah.
I mean?
The only way they can explain it is taking a chunk of time over generations and generations and generations is how they explain it. I mean,
I think it was built to show us that people have been living on this planet for thousands and thousands of years, because that's how
yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah. I don't think mankind has to go linear. You know what I mean? Where like you learn shit, and now we're the best version of it.
Yeah.
I feel like there could have been offshoots of
easily
different civilizations just
came. Well, dude, that's obvious when you look at the way they were able to carve stone that we can't do today. I mean, that's a simplest
the name of that.
Even just moving large stones.
Yeah.
I listened to a lot of Graham Hancock talking about the Amazon. That how they say when they go in there, they see all these like unnatural waterways that were built that are now like covered over. Just
Well, they say one of the largest cities in the fucking world, like the size of Los Angeles, a city in the jungle right now. They found it. It's there. It's the size of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
In the fucking rainforest down there, dude. That's crazy, man.
Well, they did like that 3D mapping or whatever, like where you can you fly over and it maps through the jungle, like you don't have to go in to see it, and there's structures everywhere.
That's what I'm saying, and there's no telling what's here. We don't even know what the fuck. Well, the point I'm trying to make here is we don't even know all that we should know about the Earth, let alone to say there's no such thing as aliens. What the fuck? What do you mean?
Right.
So you mean to tell me that in the everlasting fucking expanse of space and time, there's nothing else out there except for us? That's what everyone's trying to. That's what everyone believes.
That's almost more unbelievable than.
Man, I don't know. I mean, I said this.
Jesus is not going to answer this question for you, but I'll let you know.
What about the fact that and NASA says it's just an anomaly? It's just a coincidence that there are pyramids on Mars that geographically match the pyramids down here. There's a face of the sphincter on Mars.
No, that's
yes.
Yes. Now
that was called
their tetrahedron. Like, all right, this is the thing. There's like inside of every globe you can draw. If you draw a tetrahedron in there, which is a fucking pyramid, inside of it, those points on Mars, there's weird things like just anomalous structures. They look like it could be a play of shadows. It could be this. It could be that. The face on Mars, I think, was debunked. I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah.
It was just a shadow. But there are weird formations on these, and not only on fucking Mars, but on Earth. There's actually sacred sites on these points of the tetrahedron. Like Stonehenge and.
Well, there's also structure on Mars that looks almost like glass tunnels. Have you seen those?
No, that's the moon.
No, on Mars.
Oh, is there really?
They look like
the Mars rover took a picture of it, right?
Yes, and it looks like glass tunnels. Okay, that the way they reflect in the light, they look like it's pathways. In certain areas of Mars.
There's guys that have taken those like the moon photos and the fucking Mars photos and do like super duper zoomy on them, and they say there's shit and like there's big shit on the moon, like shit on the moon that shit. I think
Like
I'm going to be honest with you. I think if they do the moon thing and we make a base up there, I think they're going to come out and say they're going to have to start
introducing this into
Have you ever watched
society.
Have you ever watched the live space feed on the NASA channel before?
Dude, they stopped all of a sudden.
They stop that shit all the time.
Yeah. Well, a lot of astronauts
like some
on there.
weird fucking like shit, like pulsing going across the screen, and then they
look like the Pac-Man.
Cut the feed.
Yeah, fucking Pac-Man, and it changes direction.
Yeah, dude, that shit's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah,
that's some weird shit, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
They're hiding shit, bro.
Maybe it's all CGI, man. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's CGI, bro. Hey, maybe they cut it because space. They're not really in space. Maybe they're underwater.
Yeah.
Maybe they're underwater. That was
a lot of astronauts have come out.
Yeah, there's a lot. Like the old dudes. You know what's crazy is I'm really surprised that the old dudes. What's his name? Buzz Aldrin's the only one that slipped up. Didn't he almost whoop somebody's ass because they said he didn't go to the moon?
I don't know about that
video? No, did you? There's a video of some reporter asking, giving Buzz Aldrin shit about not going to the moon, and he threatens to beat the dude's ass, like legit, like old ass Buzz Aldrin's like, I'll I'll give you one of these, type of deals, man, for real.
Yeah. No, I don't doubt. I'm not that much conspiracy to.
I think this is what I think happened. I think they went to the moon, and they had to fix some of the footage because I think some of the footage was they just couldn't use it. Because of the Van Allen radiation belt. You know what I mean? I think they got some film, but I think a lot of it was recreated. That's my personal opinion.
Well, look, our technology in the '60s was nothing like it is today.
Well, you guys know that. The first person to go around the moon, the cosmonaut, the footage of him in the capsule, that was faked.
Was it?
They came out and found out that was faked because the position of the camera in the cockpit did not make it. It was not possible. The camera would have been too big for you know what I mean. For the capsule's dimensions and the angle and the way the camera captured him in the capsule, it was physically impossible at that time to take that kind of footage because the cameras were too fucking big.
Yeah.
So that was actually debunked. I mean, I'm not saying they didn't go around the fucking Earth. I'm not saying he didn't do that, but the footage was faked.
Well, didn't they say they couldn't bring film back because of the radiation anyway?
Right, yeah, that's the Van Allen radiation belt.
Well, their voice recordings and stuff like that. When you listen to them, they change over channels all the time.
Yeah,
they'll be talking on like the NASA one where everyone could listen, and then they change over to a private channel.
Yeah, but I think it was like Apollo 13. They were clearly talking, and all of a sudden, one of the astronauts mentioned something. Then there's like 15 minutes of blank time, and then they came back to the channel and they had a code that said, go to this private channel.
13. It was I think a couple before 13.
Yeah.
Didn't they what was this? The guy that the first dude. I don't know who it was, but he went around the fucking. I think it was John Glenn. It was John Glenn or Neil Armstrong, one of the two. Did the thing around the Earth, orbited around the Earth, and during one of his flights around the Earth, he had seen something. He just started tripping out on this shit. They let it. I mean, you can hear the recordings of them now. You can go and find them on YouTube and shit. But I remember there was also one where you're saying that they were on the moon, and he said something about, God, it's big.
We're being watched. We're being watched. And we're being watched. Yep. He said we're being watched.
I don't know what the fuck was watching them, but I don't know, bro. Tim's like, it was Jesus. It was Jesus. Tim's all uncomfortable right now. He's like, "Fuck man, we're talking about Jesus."
And I noticed that.
No, I mean
he is not watching because you just smoked your 15 minutes.
Nah, man. I mean, guy, you mess with me about trying to find faith and stuff, but
there's
that's
nothing.
I'm not messing with you, dude. I'm just giving you shit. I'm okay with you fucking. I'm okay. There has to be a higher power out there. There has to be. There has to be an ever expanding intelligence or collective intelligence out there. There has to be, right?
Right.
A divine intervention or whatever. I don't know.
I'm open to any and all suggestions about it.
I'm just like a sarcastic dude. Like, there's no way a dude lived in a whale. That just didn't happen. But Jonah did not live in the whale. That didn't happen. There's no way you're gonna get fucking all them animals on that ark. It's just not possible. I've given chicks rib bones before, and all they do is eat them. They don't turn into other people. There's no such thing as talking snakes or magic fruit trees.
Well, you're alienating 50% of the window cleaners out there right now. That are
so if the universe if the universe has a conscience and that we go into that state of consciousness after we die and we become part of that universe, I mean, how do we know what the plan is or what's going on? We're not going to understand anything.
So what you're saying is we need someone like Jesus to tell us what to do.
Could be Muhammad. I don't know.
It's definitely not Muhammad. That's fake.
It's not.
Could be the Joe.
Says, I hope it's not.
It could be the Mormons. It could be the Buddhists. It could be the Hindus. It could be anybody.
It's 100% not the Mormons. Those are the crazy.
Yeah, all you need is some fucking magic underwear, and you're straight, dude.
Yeah, that's the Mormons or the Scientologists that have the magic underwear.
No, it's the Mormons that have.
But the Mormons, man, I don't. One wife's hard to know. I can't imagine.
Scientologists grab onto fucking foam cups.
No, how Scientology worked? I'm like, you tricked people with TVs and shit. Like, this wasn't thousands of years ago where you can make some shit up.
Yeah.
This guy wrote science fiction novels, and they're like, it kind of sounds like that. But
and they proved he was a little mental.
It was fucking insane.
What can you do?
Just shows people want to find reasons to believe in fucking anything, man. We all do.
To have something to believe in.
People want to find reasons to believe Michigan's going to be a good football team this year. It's the same shit.
Yeah, I don't watch little boys run around and play football, but I hear you.
Yeah. I
watch people who actually get paid for their shit.
Because you don't have a good college team out there.
That's probably true too.
Right.
But the last good college team we had, Matt Ryan was the quarterback. So what's that? 05?
Right.
Well, we've got an awesome college football team in our state, and I could give two fucking shits about it.
Oh, dude, I'm all college football.
You're contributing to the system of slavery that is college
until they pay those kids, I won't watch.
They're gonna get paid. They need paid.
You can use their likeness. They make money off games and shit.
Chris Spielman sued the university down here for that because they put his face on a ad or on a Honda dealership, and he's like, "Wait, I already do. I do work for another dealer in town. You can't do that." And he had to sue him. They finally took it down, and he hasn't played since 85, 86?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
So.
Yeah.
85, 86, yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
It's all going to change soon anyways. I mean, you guys seen the, who's that kid? One of the top prospects coming out of high school baseball just signed a huge contract in Japan because he said, fuck the minors, I'm not going there. He got paid like something like $6 or $7 million a year to go play in Japan. I think you can see a lot more.
Why not
doing that? No, why? Why let a team own your rights for 8 years and you don't make any money for the first 6?
Right.
I wouldn't do it.
Right. They just want to see it's a what if.
No, exactly. I mean,
fuck John Elway and the Broncos. Fuck the Broncos. Fuck James Riley right in his fucking ass. James Riley can backflip onto a stack of dicks right now.
John Elway, the only football player to look like the fucking mascot of his team. That fucking guy.
Fuck the Broncos, man. Straight
that guy couldn't win it took him to almost his retirement to win a Super Bowl.
I mean, but he did it.
Buster. He's still a fucking buster.
He's got 2 though.
Yeah, but he lost how many in a row?
He's got 2. I mean, he does. I mean,
got 2.
Terrell Davis definitely was.
Terrell Davis got 2.
Yeah.
John Elway was just like hanging out.
Well, Elway had to go like this. I mean, he had to do something.
Fuck that guy. Fuck him, man. That dude's a fucking. Fuck the Broncos. You know what? Fuck the Broncos. I know my team fucking sucked for a long time, and they still suck now.
There's so many bandwagoners down here.
I've been a Browns fan since.
I'm so mad. Everybody's jumping on the bandwagon now, and I've been a Browns fan since September. Yeah. Document.
I've been a Browns fan. I've been a Browns fan since the '80s since I've known what the Browns were. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this is football. I'm like, well, I'm a Browns fan, so fuck it, die hard. Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I had daddy issues as a kid. My dad bought me a Vikings jacket at 5, so I'm a Vikings fan. That's why it was.
I mean, that's kind of the same shit.
Yeah. Well, I'm in Ohio. You think I'd root for Ohio team? You know?
I mean, my grandmother was a Giants fan.
Yeah.
Before the Pats came.
Yeah, but I've got 2 in my state. Come on, I should be rooting for one of them.
And we have some of the best fucking players to ever play the fucking game used to play for the Browns. So fuck everybody.
Absolutely.
Oh God, if you bring up someone before colored television, I'm out.
Wait a minute. Wait. What?
You gonna bring up Graham Otto? Because that's what every Browns
fan. Otto. Who's Graham Otto?
Whoever the fucking guy's name.
Otto Graham. First of all, I wasn't gonna bring him up. I was gonna bring him up. Dude, he's the best player. First of all, he's widely recognized as probably one of the greatest athletes to ever be an athlete.
Greatest running back in the world that ever played for the Browns.
Yeah.
I mean.
Fucking a couple of them actually, Pruitt and Jim Brown. So fuck you. You got one fucking player that's fucking been good for the fucking Patriots, and that's the only one.
Who's that quarterback?
Hey, that's the only one. That's all you got. So don't fucking come on this fucking podcast acting like your shit don't fucking sing.
No, there's tons of Hall of Famers.
You weren't a fucking Patriots fan until they started fucking winning.
Well, I mean, they started winning when I was like 6.
You weren't a fucking Patriots fan when they fucking sucked. You weren't a Patriots fan until they started.
Yeah, I was. I used to go to Old Sullivan Stadium. My dad there.
Yeah, because they gave the tickets away for free. I'm not trying to hear that shit. You weren't talking about that shit from the rooftops. Neither was fucking Mark Tanner's wife. None of y'all motherfuckers were Patriots fans until y'all started winning.
No, that's not. I mean, that's not true. That's not true.
With that shit. Yes, dude, whatever, man. I'm not trying to hear that shit, bro.
And get out of here, man.
Mark looks bored because our fucking show sucks, Henry Dreest.
What's wrong with the show now?
Because our show sucks. Fuck. Fuck the Patriots and the Broncos. I've been on here several times and said that fucking Tom Brady's the GOAT. He's the best quarterback ever. You can't take it from the dude. He is. He just is the best quarterback ever. He just is. You know? If we're going for favorite quarterback,
when Brady goes, the Patriots are not going to be what they are.
Favorite quarterback all time is fucking Brett Favre. There is no other. The ultimate gunslinger. And fucking
he's pretty good.
And he sends dick pics. So
I don't know. My favorite quarterback for a long time was Vinny Testaverde. He was kind of the old school gunslinger before Brett Favre. Vinny Testaverde looked like he smoked a pack of cigarettes, a 12-pack, and then threw for 400 yards.
You know who was it? Somebody said that fucking. I was just listening to it was Michael Rappaport said that Vinny Testaverde dunked on him like 5 years ago. Like he's supposedly still a badass athlete.
Yeah, that guy has just always been an athlete, but he did look like all he did was he was like not David Wells, but kind of like David Wells. You're like, are you hungover right now, or like what's going on?
Right now, my favorite quarterback is fucking what's his nuts, old Baker Mayfield, baby.
I like his attitude, man.
He's entertaining.
He's legit.
When he played Cincinnati and went over to the sidelines to talk to your dumb ass.
Dude, we were fucking out of, dude, we were so rowdy that day when he was over there talking shit. I was like, thank God. There was a lot of people in Cleveland and around here that were mad that he did that.
There's a lot of people in Ohio that
I guess if you do for so long, you just get used to it. Like,
no, we needed that dude. Our team, the city, the fans, the team. They needed that. We need that kind of guy.
He's going to be a top 5 quarterback after probably next year. I mean, he's close already, but he needs that sophomore year for quarterbacks, though.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's going to be sophomore year, but I think there's a chance that homeboy could smash all that there's going to be an asterisk next to his name because he's got fucking juice. He's got the juice. He's got OBJ. You know what I mean, dude? We got some fucking dude. We got. Come on.
OBJ saying they're going to be the new Patriots. I like his attitude.
I don't know. That's not what he said. What he said was
he said something like that.
They want to be the Patriots.
Cleveland already should have been the Patriots.
Yeah,
they would have been the Patriots.
I mean, we've only had like 95 first-round draft picks.
Well, not only that, Belichick.
Yeah,
if they wouldn't have moved the team, if they wouldn't have moved the team, man.
Oh, if they wouldn't have moved the team, we'd have a Super Bowl already. I mean, Ozzie Newsome was
many times over.
Ozzie Newsome was the president of the fucking. He was the man. He was the franchise leader there. I mean, those Baltimore teams are drafted by Ozzie fucking Newsome, a Cleveland Brown. So everybody can suck me, blow me. Cowboys fans. I mean, Cowboys fans got to like Bernie Kosar because he got him that Super Bowl. Remember, old boy got hurt. Kosar was in there fucking. You don't remember?
They don't remember the Super Bowl, bro.
Bernie Kosar is the one that fucking got him in that Super Bowl, dude. Because old fucking... they
haven't had a good quarterback.
What's his name? Troy Aikman. He's too many bumps to his head, man. Bernie Kosar had to come in there and save the day, bro.
Fuck, remember Danny White? He was so bad.
What do you guys think of the XFL returning next year? I don't know. It is.
I'm excited for it.
Mark, if you don't want to be on the podcast, why don't you just say something, dude?
Because the other one already failed.
You guys are dropping listeners like flies, motherfucker. We didn't bring this back up.
Oh, shit. I am paying attention.
Yeah, we can stop this now, actually. I don't give a fuck. This counts as 99 for me. This 99, that's just one less 45 minutes I got to do this motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
And then all I got to do is that Sunday podcast, and I'm done. We're good to go. The giveaway is fucking done. Yeah! The whole fucking shooting match. Fucking pile it into the back of the truck. Take it to the fucking dump.
Yeah, and those Bruins are no joke, huh?
Yeah, man, they're playing.
What is going on?
They're going to be off for 10 days by the time they finally play, though.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They're not going to lose.
I don't know. The Blues is a pretty heavy-handed team. I think it's going 7, but
I hope it does.
It didn't work.
That's the best game. Game 7 is Stanley Cup playoffs.
Stanley Cup playoffs in general. I don't think you can fuck with that. I mean,
yeah, but Game 7. Oh,
well, yeah. I'll be into it.
Are you gonna be into it?
Well, Jackson was a badass, but then his hip gave up.
Huh?
They said Bo Jackson was a badass. I said, yeah, Bo Jackson was a badass, and then his hip gave out.
Well, no, he ripped the muscle off of his hip because he's like the strongest dude ever.
He still is to this day. Like, that guy is just a tank. You know, he never worked out that time.
He was good, but he wasn't. I mean, he was okay in football. He was just
Herschel Walker was good too. You know what I mean?
The best running back in that era was fucking Barry Sanders.
Barry was good.
Period, point blank, end of discussion. There's nobody that played football the same time as Barry Sanders that was a better running back than him. Not Emmitt Smith, not fucking Eric Dickerson. Listen, Tim, shut the fuck up. Fucking
Dickerson was coming out.
I'm gonna fucking punch you right in your fucking nose, Tim. Don't you dare! Don't you dare, Tim!
Dickerson was old though by that point. I mean,
and Barry Sanders took all of his records and retired at 30.
Barry Sanders was legit. Yeah,
he retired because he didn't want to beat the GOAT.
Yeah.
Jim Brown.
He retired too because that team was so god awful. He was just like, I'm tired of.
There was not a better running back in that era than Barry Sanders. Not one.
Right.
Nobody.
You're probably right.
There's nobody better than him.
He didn't even have an offensive line.
He didn't even have an offensive line and almost ran for fucking more yards than Emmitt Smith.
Right.
And that motherfucker, Emmitt Smith had. Could you imagine Barry Sanders behind fucking Emmitt Smith's fucking line in Dallas? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That dude would have had 900 touchdowns.
He probably would have.
That dude was Tecmo Bowl out there. That dude was fucking circle button on everybody, dude.
The only dude I saw rush like him for like a year or two was LaDainian Tomlinson back in like 03, 04.
LaDainian was
LT was the shit.
He was close.
He was a badass.
It was fun to watch.
Yeah. I enjoyed watching him play.
Yeah.
Dude, what in the fuck dude.
What happened?
Dude, did you see what that dude typed in the chat there?
What one?
I bet you he wishes he could fucking resend that. Look at fucking what James Riley put in the fucking chat. What a fucking retard that guy is. Tell me that's a fucking misspellage there, dude, I hope. Because that is fucking mighty fucking Ku Klux Klan of you, sir. I'm not going to put it on the screen. I'm not going to post it, but I'll let you guys look. It's fucking... Oh, God. Riley's Cleaning Service. Yeah, I'm not sure what you got going on there, bro, but you probably should not be saying that. Someone's going to get punched in the pussy. Okay, I'm out, guys. Wide receiver extraordinaire from the 70s, Harold Carmichael. Did you see it, Tim?
Nah, I can't. This out.
How far back was it?
Dude, it's like fucking not that many comments ago. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 comments back, dude. On my screen.
Yeah, what's the number?
I don't fucking know. Here, I'll just take a picture of it. I just think it's like, dude, what the fuck? What the fuck, bro? I don't know, man. People are weird, dude. People say weird shit all the time. That was really weird. That's really, really weird, dude. Alright, there you go. Check that out. So, yeah, man, I don't know. The podcast is dying off. We know. We know, dude.
Damn.
Damn. Woo! Woo! That's not how you make friends. Nope. That's not how you make friends. Yeah, man, the fucking podcast is just, I mean, it's just ran its course, man. I'm just, for me, people are just fucking, I can't deal with people anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just can't deal with people anymore.
I think a break might be good.
Yeah.
You know?
A break gives a little perspective on it.
Get easy in your mouth.
Yeah.
I was waiting for one of those to come.
What? These nuts in your mouth?
Come.
What are you talking about? These nuts in your mouth? Is that what you're talking
about? Yeah.
Yeah, somebody talking about these nuts in their mouth. I'm always in a hurry to clean windows. Yeah, man, I don't know, dudes. Guys, do you guys have any questions I'm going to open it up. We got about fucking 20 minutes. I just don't even, I just can't wait for this all to be over. I mean, dude, I'm going to be honest, man. The listeners are fucking... What's up, Chris Liberties? We need windowcleaner.com to sponsor our podcast so we can keep going on with this. I need to burn all bridges. I need windowcleaner.com as my main fucking podcast.
Dude, he had to pay for that, right? I mean,
what?
Windowcleaner.com. That probably wasn't.
Oh yeah, that fuck you, Chris Liberty. He's a baller. I don't know if he paid a bunch of money for it. I'm sure that he paid handsomely for it. But Chris strikes me as the type of gentleman that he probably kind of he's been whittling at it for a minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He knows what he's doing. There's no doubt.
He's a calculated gentleman. I value Chris's friendship a lot. I actually so much so that sometimes I'd like just randomly apologize to him for being such a dick to him in the past because he really is a good dude. He's a solid fucking dude. We talked mad shit on Chris and shit on him and fucking. He watched the podcast. He watched the podcast and he heard us talking about those carbon fiber trad poles. Like, man, it would be cool to have one. And then he sent exactly what we talked about to us in the mail and didn't say a word, just sent it to us. All three of us got one.
Yep.
Here, check this out. And now look what everybody's making carbon fiber trad poles. Thank Outlaw Window Cleaner and windowcleaner.com.
But
thank us.
Not everybody's got that tip figured out yet.
Yeah, not everybody's got the tip figured out, but
Yeah.
Phil doesn't send tips with his pole, and the fucking storefront 9 or whatever the fuck it is got that anodized fucking stuck glued on end. I'm not a fan of the end that's stationary. You can't take that end off.
Yeah.
It's bonded into the pole?
I think so. I think that's what Riley said. Yeah, last podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, I don't know, man.
I think that red Unger tip, I'm an Unger guy with my tips. So.
I tell you what, man. You know what? Maybe, and tell me this, Tim. What kind of washer do you use? What brand? Do you use an Edaray washer? Okay,
yeah.
See. I use an Unger washer, a Ninja washer with that red tip. For whatever reason, it comes unlocked on that fucker all the time. My green tips, all my green Unger tips, I don't have that problem with. But the red one, for whatever reason, it goes too far into the fucking Ninja handle.
Really?
And it comes disconnected and spins all the time.
Yeah, I don't.
But I
never have that with the Edaray, though, because it's always, you know what I mean? They're always tight.
Yeah.
So you break them in.
Right, yeah. I don't know. I dig the Zero pole. It's fucking dope. That's my favorite so far.
It is.
And that's only because Philip's pole's a little long, and I told Philip that. But as far as quality goes, I mean, the Zero pole, the Sim pole, they're
I'll be honest with you, with that adapter, it was coming loose every third window or so. Yeah. You'd have to readjust and do all that.
Now you don't have to do that.
Don't have to.
Now I didn't have that problem with the adapter on the end. I did not have that. I just I put the bear jaws on it, and it just never came loose. I tighten that motherfucker down and tick until it snapped twice, and I've never had no problem with it. That's the way I do shit. Put the bear jaws on it. You know what I mean? Kink. I don't know, dude. That's just... Listen, James Riley, we talk Windows for 100 fucking episodes. I'll talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. What is this, your, third fucking episode you're watching here? Who the fuck do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff?
Heard Jersey talks a lot of Windows. You should check out that podcast.
Jersey's got a great fucking podcast. His latest episode features the best part of our fucking podcast, Mark Tanner.
Is that out?
And all Mark does is talk about himself the whole fucking time.
That's right. I just boost myself up. No, I dropped. I told him where to find us. I told him I promoted the 100th episode. Don't even go there. Don't even go there.
My 14-inch Ninja washer won't fit on the Unger tip. Hello, sandpaper. Oh, yeah. See, I think there's something weird going on. No, Ninja's gangster. Like James Riley tried to recommend the Edaray 0 degree fucking handle. I'm like, dude, do you know anything at all? Yesterday. That thing fucking sucks. There's not a better fucking flat 0 degree squeegee on the market than the Unger. There's not. Not the external window, not the fucking inner way to just the Unger 0 degree. It's the best one on the market.
I bought that Edaray 0 degree and sucked.
And it fucking
It's actually I think it's in the garage.
And he's Captain fucking Edaray, and he'll tell you that
I am Captain Edaray.
Sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. But the Unger version doesn't, so fuck you. It was awesome to hang out with Mark. Great, Jersey. Fuck Mark.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, so there's going to be some changes. James Riley, dude, I realize what you're doing, and what you got to do is realize that I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah, it's all good.
We're just fucking with you. Try not to. It's a joke, not a dick. Try not taking it so fucking hard. You don't have to base out on it all the time, dude. So you don't have to take it straight to the balls every time. You just Yeah, there's gonna be some changes, man. I'm gonna be honest. There's just gonna be some changes, man. I don't know what's gonna happen after 100. We'll see what happens. But if at the very least there'll be, you know what? Yeah, at the very least there are gonna be some changes.
Yeah. Well, we got to get to 200 because we're going to give away a Hyundai for anybody that wants that.
We're going to give away a Reach It Flow.
Yeah. Flow.
Dope. I have a prediction that there'll be a fucking on garage sale sites within the year.
Yeah.
That fucker's going down, motherfucker. All your fucking junk. Fucking junk. Time to give Mormon a go, guys. Fuck Mormon, dude. That shit's fucking garbage.
I had a bad experience with it, so I'm not going back.
Listen, I got that accelerator handle, and it's fucking poop.
I sent it to you.
Yeah, you sent it to me.
I did not want it.
It's trashola, man.
There's nothing.
What do you mean bring you on? First of all, there's already 4 people on the podcast, and you don't come on my fucking shit and be demanding shit. You know what I'm saying? First of all, you ain't fucking cool enough to come on the podcast, James. You fucking start being a little cooler, you know, up your cool points, I might have you on. Motherfucker. I can't have you on, dude. I can't have you on right now. I've got 4 people on. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you, man. Now, James, we'll have you on sometime. We're going to have you and Jacob on sometime. One of these days, we're going to have both you guys on again together. All we want to see is you blow fucking, what's his name? Jacob. We just want to see you blow him. And then, we don't want to actually see it, but
I don't want to see it.
We just want to hear it. We could hear it. We don't have to see it.
There you go.
Yeah. Maybe like behind a shower curtain.
Yeah,
or something.
we want to see.
We could just see the shadows.
Curtain.
Just see the shadows.
Now, who's blowing who in that situation?
Yeah. That's fucking great. Either way, it's bad.
I guess there's no good scenario, is there?
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do, man. Yeah, we'll definitely have you on, dude. Like I said, we're gonna see what's gonna happen. I don't know, maybe the live shows will go away and people can start complaining about how the videos are fucking too long again and this, that, the third. I mean, everyone fucking complains. I change it and people still fucking complain. Complain. You're giving away almost $4,000 worth of stuff. Complain.
People do realize this is free. Correct.
Yeah, I don't charge you. I spend money to do this for you. I'm such a fucking prick. I'm the worst fucking dude ever. We come back, we're getting podcast sponsors. We're gonna have sponsors. We're gonna have a Patreon.
We're gonna run 45-second commercials in the middle of the podcast. We got to take a break.
Yeah.
Just have Depends commercials for a fucking
local Hyundai dealer and stuff like that.
And instead of shitting your pants, here
might even have a few Reach It commercials out there with milk on the window and all that cool shit. We're gonna have the electric slide window cleaning dance. We're gonna have everything set up.
I can do more segment from the International Outlaw Window Cleaners group section. You want to start an Outlaw Window Cleaner International, Tim? You start a new group, Outlaw Window Cleaner International. For all the guys that type in hula. Them dudes that are like talk shit and fucking Dutch in there. Translate.
Yeah, it hit translate and it gives you some other fucking weird ass language.
Dude, them guys over there, wherever they're at, they get so salty really quick. Like, it's crazy. Then you don't understand them. You can't argue them in real time because you're trying to translate.
The BFRO will sponsor you. Dude, I'm down for, like I said, we're going to start a Patreon, so people, like listeners, if you guys want to donate, you can donate. It's not something that you have to do, but, you could donate to the show if you want. $1.50.
What's this costing now, T? About $1,500 an episode? We need to get something back,
It costs
3 G's a week.
It costs about $100 a month to make this happen.
Yeah.
So... And everybody complains. It's like, fucking hey, man.
Hey, we could just eBay all that $3,000 worth of shit, eBay it off, and use it to run for the next 2 years and be done with it.
That's what we
fuck
do.
the wheel, fuck up the questions, fuck it all.
I want a fucking screen washer, for fuck's sake. You know what
I mean? I'll rent a couple P.O. boxes.
Just telling you that you want it. Just like, look what I won this time.
Yay, I win.
I would watch that just for that. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, guys get upset about the podcast sometimes, and it's just like, dude, what do you want? I mean, we're 100 episodes deep on a window cleaning podcast. If you want to listen to some dude try to tell you some fucking SEO fucking search engine bullshit, or you want someone to fucking tell you how to fucking run your business, or you want some guy to fucking tell you how to fucking, do your systems, go watch Jersey's fucking podcast. I'm not saying don't watch
We've been cleaning windows all day.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing all day. Jersey's selling fucking shit for WCR. I'm out cleaning the fucking... Jersey's selling me shit. And I'm fucking using it to clean windows. And then I get off of doing that. And then I come here and I fucking talk to you guys. And you're all fucking mad about it. Oh, you're going to give me free shit? You fucking piece of shit. Fuck you. This show sucks. This is a fucking snooze fest, bro. Fuck off.
Yeah, that's kind of... I don't even understand your premise. Like, if you don't like something and then you go out of your way to let someone know you don't like something, you're kind of a fucking cunt. I'm sorry. You're kind of a cunt.
Why, why do you have to tell everybody that you don't like
customers it? Doing, that's what you're doing, except it's free.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I mean, we literally do this for the listeners. I mean, that's why we do this. Trust me, there are topics that I would like to do podcasts on that I could talk about for hours every day and never run out of shit to talk about. I'd love to do a conspiracy podcast. I would love to do that. Love to do that. I would love to do a fucking true crime podcast. That'd be fucking dope. But no, I'm fucking doing a window cleaning podcast to a bunch of fucking guys that fucking piss and moan about it all the fucking time. This fucking sucks, man.
I mean, you guys were all out on the windows today, or on the glass today, right? I mean,
I was cleaning windows.
No, I'm talking about the guys listening. I mean, do you guys really want to talk windows all the time? No?
Look, if you want to learn about windows or watch windows, watch one of the other 98. It's a little bit of window cleaning and everything. Yeah. I mean, how many times are we going to bash a particular company? Are we going to talk about a soap? We're going to talk about a process.
How often are we going to shit on Perry Tate? As often as possible. But
at least 5 times a podcast.
Well, see, what I don't think a lot of people don't understand about this show is yours. This is your show. So if you like the podcast and you want us to talk about certain things, there's audience interaction in this show. So if you have a fucking question that you want answered or asked, or a topic you want to talk about, it's right there. It's right there. You can fucking ask tsqueegee@yahoo.com. I mean, I have given listeners plenty of fucking ways to tell, to make the show their own. Topics. You want a certain topic discussed, write us a fucking email. Put it in the chat. Send me a private message. You can fucking tag me on Facebook and talk about how I'm just, I'm fucking terrible fucking person and I'm a piece of shit. But you can't be like, hey man, could you talk about this on the podcast? Because we will. Or you could just not tell us that the show sucks. That would be great if you could tell us that. That would be awesome. Or you can go fuck yourself. One of the two.
Exactly. One of the 3.
One of the 3. Was it 3 things? Okay, it was 3
things.
It
was
3 so things. One of those 3 things you can do.
Yeah.
But what I hope everyone understands is that we've been doing this for fucking over a year straight. Well, a year and a half we've been doing this. Year and 3 months. We're almost 100 episodes in. What in the fuck do you want me to talk to you about that has to pertain with window cleaning? Ask me. Tell me what it is that you want. What have we not talked about that has to do with window cleaning on this podcast?
Not much.
Dude, I got a story. Speaking of that, this might be interesting. No, I just remembered it. It's been in my head, and I've been like, I need to fucking bring this up on the podcast because it was a cool thing. Back in the late 80s.
I want you to tell one. Huh? I want you to tell your Perry story one of these days, but I don't think you're ever going to tell it. But I really want everyone to know how cheap of a fucking prick that dude is. But
we will. No, we can get on that.
Please continue. Please continue. Go ahead.
No, so I just thought this was interesting, and hopefully you will too.
Right.
So when I was first washing windows in Coral Springs, small business, learning about small business, it was back in the day where there were video stores, you know, and I was going to rent a video even before Blockbuster. It was a little store called Video Pix, P-I-X. I'll never forget it. And I see this guy sitting in front of the store on a chair with this giant, like a sandwich board. I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing? You know, that was before the days of sign spinners. So I walk up and I look at his sign, and there was a carpet cleaning van parked out there, and it said such and such carpet cleaning. And he took a picture of his invoice and blew it up poster board size. And he sat in front of this video store, and there was a big sign. It says, Video Pix does not pay their bills. Just a little guy trying to make a living. And it was a 300 and change invoice. You know, the guy had balls. He sat in front of the store for every customer to see the fact that they're going to go rent a video, and that guy doesn't pay his bills. Within 20 minutes, they walked out, handed him a check, and sent him on his way. I thought that was cool as hell because, I mean, the guys, I relate to that because we're all just little guys trying to make a living here.
Yeah.
You know, and unfortunately, at least, dude, one year, in 1 year, I think I was doing a lot more restaurants and a lot more route work. I think 1 year I wrote off $10,000 to $15,000 in just stores. You go to clean them and they're gone. They move out overnight. You know, I had a restaurant that they came to me. They owed me $1,000. It was like 4 months worth of service. He said, Mark, I like you. I like you guys. I like what you do. He goes, but we're going to file Chapter 11. He says, we owe you $1,000. We know it. So he says, I'm going to tell you what. You can take a check today for $500, or it's going to go to bankruptcy court, and in 3 years you'll get a check, you know, for $12. What do you want? Right. I said, you know what? Because you're honest with me, I said, I'll take the $500 and I'll clean your store until you lock the doors once a month, just because you're cashing me out. You know, I mean, the write-offs are brutal in the commercial window cleaning. So, like I said, I thought I'd share that because it was cool. The guy sat there in the chair like a champion with his big giant invoice, and he says, "Motherfuckers don't pay their bills."
Fucking piece of shit ass people out there, dude.
There is.
I got one holding me up for $925 right now.
Really?
3 weeks. 3 weeks, and the check was supposed to be out Thursday. Thursday.
I'm working on almost $8,000 worth of outstanding fucking debt right now from customers.
I keep
$8,000 right now.
It's the nature of the beast.
Mine's only 4 but those are the condos because they go. We don't get paid till the following month.
And after tomorrow, it'll be almost 10 grand.
Who owes you so much?
Dude, I've been doing a lot of big shit. Unfortunately, commercial accounts, them motherfuckers.
Right. Right. They want it done now, but they'll pay you 6 months.
Fucking drag their fucking feet, slow walk that fucking check, man.
It's awful, man. I got $22,000 60 days past due right now. We do a bunch of HOAs.
I got you all beat. I'm looking at mine right now. I never look at this. Yeah. I never look at this, and you guys brought this up. Now I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to minimize that shit right fucking now.
Dude, it's fucking insane. Like, you know, and that's just what I'm keeping track of. Like my fucking normal commercial weekly fucking shit I do. I'm not even including that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what? The thing you got to remember is to have receivables in a residential business is more rare, but it's also very dangerous. Rare. Very dangerous when you're doing commercial work and route work, you know, so you got this much outstanding, it's revolving. You know what I'm saying? You should keep it, like, from what I've been told, 30% and below, you know. But when it starts to get up, it'll cripple you. Your own customers can put you out of business because guess what? Yeah.
I'm not saying they're not Paul, I'm not saying they're not going to pay. They just haven't paid yet. That's just commercial work. That doesn't include the 2 houses a day I've been doing for the last fucking month and a half. There's still a lot of that fucking money that ain't fucking rolled in yet either. So
yeah.
You know,
I'll end up just showing up at his house at some point if I don't see this check.
I'm mainly focused on the commercial accounts. You know what I mean? Because the residential work is whatever. You know what I mean? I'm more focused on the motherfuckers that got to have the shit done. You bend over backwards for them, and then they fucking slow walk the check. That's what bothers me.
I got a property manager that I texted him today. I said, if I don't see a check by Thursday morning, I'm going to be in your office Friday at 8 a.m. So I do that probably 4 or 5 times a year where I have to physically go in to get it.
That's what my dad used to do. You know, I mean, you got to have a bigger set than it's not that I don't. It's in my personality. I feel I shouldn't have to ask for my money because I did the service and it bugs the shit out of me. But dude, I'd be with my dad and we'd go into some office building like, what are we doing here? He says, well, we watched this two months ago. And I'm like, what's up? And he's like, well, we haven't been paid. And he will go in the office and sit in the waiting room. And they say, oh, he's not here to sign a check. Well, I'm going to sit here until he shows up. Because you know he's back there. He's got to go to lunch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just sit there. And I'm like, God, I'd like to think I have more to do with my time than fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, dream chasing, the 2 weeks thing, I mean, I don't know how much commercial work you do, but I mean, just from my experience, it's like if you get paid within 30 days, you're fucking lucky. Most of these motherfuckers are 90 out.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just the way they run shit. You know.
Well, you gotta. I mean, in a restaurant level, when you're at a GM, his bonus is depending on him making his numbers. So if your invoice doesn't make his numbers, your invoice is getting pushed to the next month. Every single time.
Yeah, but anyway around, you still got to pay it. Now it's double. Now it's triple.
Eventually.
Now, you know what happens is in commercial work, like, okay, let's take a Chili's, right? You worked at Chili's, and let's say I get $150 a month to clean your Chili's, and you want to make your numbers so you don't pay me for that month, okay? And then so now you owe me $300. The problem lies in when someone goes, why are we stroking checks for $300 for window cleaning? That seems like a lot of money, but when they would have pay you every $150, it's not a lot of money, and then you lose the job.
In order to make your numbers every month, you got to play Jingo with bills. I mean, you're only getting so much percent you're allowed to spend.
Let me tell you.
I mean, you're gonna have to define large commercial for me, dude, because. Like, you mean like a large building takes a long time?
No, I never have a problem.
Chasing. Oh. I'm talking to dream chasing because I don't know what you mean. Most commercial accounts are at least 30 days out.
Residential, you should be getting check in hand.
My best.
I got a lot of customers that I don't. You know what I mean? Most of my customers don't live in their house; they just go there.
If we do, you know what I mean?
I haven't seen a check in.
Yeah, I'm more of the punch the code into the garage door and go in and turn off the alarm, clean the windows, and leave type business.
Those are great jobs.
Those are the customers I work for. I don't work for a lot of people that are at their house.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, because most year-round residents aren't fucking. They're the same as me. They're not having.
So you leave them a bill, or you get paid before you go?
No, I don't do the pay before. I do the I invoice it after it's over. Some people will like, hey, I'm going to do the windows this day. Whatever. They'll actually mail the check out on that day. Sometimes I get checks beforehand. It just all depends on the customer. I prefer like first time cleanings. First time cleanings, you have to be there to write me a check.
Yeah.
Period. Point blank. Either tape that shit to the door, be there when I'm there, be there when I'm finished. But one way or another, I'm getting paid when I'm done. First time cleans. I don't play that shit.
I just take the minute you call and book your job, we take your credit card information. And we tell them there's a 10% hold if you cancel your appointment under 24 hours.
I stopped doing credit cards in the field.
What are you, a fucking dentist?
I stopped
working on the teeth shop.
You start looking at those.
We had so much problem collecting. People would just leave.
I hear you.
They're not there. Right. And customers get used to whatever it is that you do, no matter how you do things.
You know what, though? I'm going to tell you a quick one because I've been on this podcast long enough to, I don't know, it was over a year ago. It was probably when I first started the podcast. I picked up this hospital. Mm-hmm. Hospital's twice a year, the entire place.
Right.
And the home run on the hospital is the first floor and lobby work. It's $1,200 a month. Okay. That's nice to get every month year round, right? Yeah. They told me up front, we're net 45. We see you're asking for net 30. I said 45 I'm cool with. The first month it's going to take you longer to get paid because we got to set you up as a vendor. No problem. I want to get my buckets on this job. You understand? Sign the contract and start making that money. Well, I've always over the years been said, well, you know what? At 3 months we're going to stop service until someone pays me. I'm going to tell you how I lost. Simply because they were so bad at paying that the first year when they reviewed the contract to renew me, they said something's wrong. We're $3,600 over budget on window cleaning. Well, that's cost my big dumbass was like, well, if you ain't paying, I ain't fucking showing up. So who won? I lost $3,600 last year that I could have made on that hospital. And now I think about it and go, they're going to pay. It's just going to take a while. You understand? Right. Mm-hmm. And let it revolve. So what? You get upset. They owe you 2 months at one time. Right. So now they're 90 days out and they should have been paying. So I say, fuck you. You're going to suffer. I'm not washing your windows. They didn't suffer a minute. Not a fucking minute. Right. They just saved $3,600 that I could have had in my bank. So my wife and I sat and talked about it. I said, you know what? Let them run a tab. They're a fucking hospital. They're not going anywhere. They're not filing bankruptcy. We're going to have to learn to deal with this, you know. And so you kind of get off that pedestal and say, you know, though it sucks. And look, you know, these guys are saying they've never had a late check or anything. That's great. That's great. But, and I'm not saying you're not doing the numbers I'm doing. What I'm saying is you're not doing the amount of accounts I'm doing.
Oh, you're gonna get them.
I mean, yeah, no matter definitely. What, man.
When Arby's the
only ones that bother me are the ones that you immediately know they're out to fuck you, no matter what you do. I went to this yogurt store in a new area that was being built. My buddy that runs the whole entire place, its offices and commercial retail, he goes, the guy in the yogurt store, stay away from him. I'm telling you now, he's a bad dude. He don't want to pay nobody. That guy come out to me and he goes, hey, man, how come you never come in? How much to clean my windows? You do all the neighbors. And I said, $75 a month, or $75 a cleaning. He goes, well, how much is that a month? I go, how many cleans do you want? I said, how about 2? So it's $150 plus tax. And he goes, okay, go ahead and do it. And I said, okay. I knew he was in trouble. I go, let me go get an invoice. I said, yeah, we charge for the month in advance. So if you want to pay me for the one cleaning for $75, you want to pay me the $150, that'll cover the whole month. He says, oh no, I don't pay up front for anything. And I'm like, dude, I've been in business 20 years. I'm not moving on to the Forbes list with your $150. Right. Either you pay me, I'm going to clean it now, that covers one, and then you get another one. Basically, maybe you can consider that the free cleaning, and then I'll bring in the bill at the beginning of the month, and you pay me for the month. And he goes, no, I don't do business that way. Have a nice day. I knew he wanted to burn me for the initial cleaning. Right. And for probably one more during the month. So you got to know people are like that. They're going to burn you, you know.
My radar's usually I'm kind of hone that skill like you do. Like I don't play that shit.
Yeah.
I don't play that shit. Yeah. I just don't play.
But you know what? It's usually like this. Like I picked up a couple small accounts in the mall. They just came out to me. Their windows were dirty. And I said, you know, it's going to be $15 a cleaning. You got 2 windows a door. We're only here once a month, so it's $15 a cleaning plus tax. And then when they ask you, the next question is, how do I pay you? You know they're good.
Right.
When they avoid that, they say, how do we pay you? Well, you can pay on credit card. I can mail you an invoice, or I can email it. Whatever works for you. You say, you know what? Have your office call me. We'll give you a credit card. Done. And then you get, you know, that's the way you want them. But, you know, you got to learn. And you know what? Back in the 80s, when someone didn't pay, you scrape the letters off the front of their store. You know, you go soap them up. Now there's cameras everywhere on every street corner in every strip mall. You don't want to be doing that. You know, you can't do that anymore.
Yeah. The best way is just to avoid fucking people like that. You could usually tell.
But I'll tell you one more thing. Thing on this.
But if you set a good parameters in which to run new business, then you should be protected by your business practices, so you don't get fucking burnt. Like you're like, yo, this is the way I do it. Sorry. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you this. I've never had in 20 years a contracted building, whether it's 2 stories or 20 stories, whether it's window cleaning, pressure cleaning, or glass restoration. I've never had to fight to get paid on any of those. It's the little guy, you know. Mm-hmm. It's the Chili's. It's the Ruby Tuesday. It's the drugstores. Mm-hmm. Those are the ones, the corporate run, middle of the roads are going to smoke you.
I was just going to say that it's the worst jobs I have are my smallest residential jobs.
Yeah.
$175, the $200 job where that person doesn't pay, holds the crew up, calls back, wants this, you got to move all their furniture. They're the worst.
Yeah.
The worst ones to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't fuck around with none of that shit. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Don't you? I mean, you try. I mean, I just don't run into it very often anymore. I'm kind of a prick. I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of a prick. I do.
Well, it's safe to say.
I can't be there when you clean them. Well, I guess that it ain't happening then. You know
it's safe to say, though, you're doing those lake houses. Those are part-timers. So they have, it's not that the people that have money spend it, but it's a little bit more of the upper echelon than the average 1,500 square foot ranch style home. That's going to pay you $150. You're getting $400 or $500. I just
did a rescreen job and a full in and out window cleaning on a house in my neighborhood, same size as mine. I posted pictures on Instagram today. She wrote me a check before I walked out the door. It's the person, it's the people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I can tell on the phone when I talk to you within 5 minutes if you're an asshole or not.
You know what my favorite job is, other than the one like you said?
You know what I hit him with? I always hit him with, I'm 2 weeks out.
Yeah.
If I hit him with 2 weeks out, you'll find who wants their windows clean and who's looking to fuck you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I need them done tomorrow. Well, sorry.
Yeah.
That's the motherfucker
you call 2 weeks too late, dog. Yeah.
Well, that's the motherfucker that's going to want you to come and clean their windows before Memorial Day. They want you to squeeze it. Won't take no for a fucking answer. That'll be the one that slow walks you on a check. That'll be the one. Guaranteed every time. It never fails.
Yeah.
I don't do no fucking last minutes no more. I just quit doing it. Nope, I ain't doing it.
It's not worth it.
Nope, I ain't doing it. Nope. Can you do this? Nope. Well, I'm having a nope. Not working, dude.
Yeah, how about no?
I'll do last minutes for
good customers.
I'll do last minutes for like McDonald's calls me. Oh, we fucking need this done for, and it's I'm there. I'll be.
Well,
there
dude, when you do 5 McDonald's, you're there for them.
Oh yeah, I'll do anything they ask me to. I and that's why I do 7 of them, because when they need me, I'm there.
Yeah.
So they cater to me, I cater to them. That's the way all business should be ran. You know what I mean?
Yep.
If you got a fucking twat, you're gonna be a twat. I'm gonna treat you like a twat. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's that simple.
Yep.
If you're cool and understanding and shit like that, most of my customers, they'll call and they'll be like, oh, hey, I just want to get on your list. I'm like, hey man, I'm a couple weeks out, and these are existing customers. Like, oh, it's cool. You know what I mean? Most people are, you kind of build your business, like your customer base is more like, for me anyway, from what I've seen, is like more fit your personality and the style and the way you do things.
Well, you got to remember, you're going to evolve as a company, and your customers will evolve. So when you first start out at the first, let's just say 2 years, you're a little bit hungrier for that ongoing or for that account. So you'll put up with a little more. When you get to 5 years and 7 years, and you've got the same, base of, let's just say 50 people that you're taking care of, it comes easier. There's no marketing to do it. Okay. And you can be a little more, you know what I'm saying? You could be a little more selective. Yes. About what you take on.
If you think about it, just look at the way Tim does shit. The way Tim sells his, I don't know how Tim does that. That would stress me the fuck out, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's not a ball of stress. You got to be stressed out.
Why?
Just because, because most of your shit is like sight unseen. You're just rolling up like, hey!
Yeah, well, I mean,
that shit would trip me out, man.
Yeah.
Well, they've got the whole process.
He's built a system that works.
Right. Exactly. And that's what I'm getting at. Too. Yeah.
Right.
That's just I'm trying to further my point.
I'd rather not know what I'm getting into, and I'd rather not know what I'm going to have to dread that day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's a nightmare for me. I literally would wake up.
Yeah, dude. I don't know how he does it. When he described that to me, I'm like, "What do you do?" And he's like, "Yeah, we just sell packages, man." And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
When we do an estimate now, like we write every single type of window. Like it's not like when I give a guy an itinerary, it's a window count. It's like you got 12 overs, you got 12 cut-ups. Like this is.
Have you ever
seen
Vegas Vacation where they stop at the fucking the Grand Canyon and Clark goes, "That's how I give estimates."
Yeah.
I walk around the house and like, "Yep, this is how much." Yeah.
I don't like that's your personality though. You know what I mean? Like I've built my business where like my stress is like I want to know. Everything. I don't want to walk in and her be like, "Well, I didn't include the basement." Like it will, like we get people all the time trying to pit each other. Mm-hmm. I've had where I've gone in like a polo to do an estimate, and then I go and do the job, and she's like, "Well, the guy who bid the job," I'm like, and I let her talk for a little while. I'm like, "Well, actually, I was the one who bid the job, so like I know what we talked about." And watching that, like her face completely change because she knows she's full of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't do estimates. Like that's gone.
Yeah,
I don't do it. Why? I mean, you eventually run into every window you've already done. You know just about it's your area. You know the windows.
Yeah.
You know what it's going to take. You just keep the tools you need in the truck that you got to tear apart some storms. Okay.
Right.
You know, it's just same shit.
You know why, Tim? You know what scares that? Okay.
It's like
I understand your
make
point.
A routine.
Yeah, but I understand your point. But don't tell me that even though they could be the same cookie cutter homes in the community, that you ain't got one that's fucking scratched or stained or fucking Mrs. Nussbaum's got a fucking tree full of thorns in the way.
Yeah.
All that shit I take into consideration when I'm cleaning it.
Yeah, I mean, if I can't get into it, I'll tilt it in or do whatever. You know what I mean?
I take obstacles into bidding consideration.
Oh, 100%.
You know, if there's some jack moves I gotta pull to get that window clean, you are fucking paying for that shit, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
I gotta pull out my razor blade. They pay for it.
I seen some dude in a group recently. This dude's doing storm windows. He's taking the fucking storm windows off. Is that the way you do that? Do you take the frame and everything down?
You can. I mean,
if
I
you're
don't.
doing that, you're fucking whack.
Hold on.
Fuck.
You can.
Taking the frame off of the house?
Yeah,
but like I've got.
That's insane. No, you don't.
Yes, I had the storm job, and I'm like, what?
Have you ever had them painted on?
Huh?
Have you ever had them painted on? Sometimes you got to do that.
Yeah, I tell them I can't do them. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's one way to do them, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
you're going to pay for it if I'm going to take them. You're going to pay for it.
I mean, but at what point is it like how much are you going to have to charge for that window?
The storm window's designed to be broke down and fucking brought in the house, though.
Yeah. All right, that's fair.
The storm windows are built to be taken apart without fucking pulling the frame down.
Well, I mean, we have a lot around here that are attached to the outside of the house, so you have to go up and take them off the outside of the house. Like my house, you have to take them off the outside of the house.
Oh, are they on the hinges? Are they like the wooden ones that are on the hinges?
No,
you have to lift them off and take them off?
They're just 2 layers of glass, man. And then
Tim, let me ask you a question. What happens when you drop one of those motherfuckers and smash it all over the sidewalk?
Go to True Value.
Go to True Value and have it replaced.
There's $26 or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, I bought a double hung. I replaced the double hung for $60 back here. Just take it down here to this local glass place, and they do it.
That's what I do. Yeah. Dude, I've run into jobs. I got double hungs with one full sheet of glass over it, where you gotta fucking pull the tabs and fucking bring it out and set it down. I've got one of those.
I break storm windows. I break storm windows. I've never broken an actual double hung, and 2 of my guys have, and the most expensive one was $500.
Randy fucking broke a fucking double hung with a fucking with a suction cup. Busted fucking with a suction cup. Stuck his suction cup on the glass and went to pull himself in it. Ping! Fucking popped.
We do these condos, and they put the cheapest fucking windows in, and I'll come in and there'll be a fucking cracked glass. I'm taking pictures of everything.
Yeah.
There'll be like scratches, like somebody's taking a steel.
Dude.
I've never
ran into one of those recently. This lady's like, she's like, can you come and clean my windows? The construction's over and they look bad, and I get there and they're fucking beat to piss. Yeah. She's like, can you fix that? I'm like, no. She's like, so what do you think? I was like, I'm not cleaning them. She's like, what do you mean? I was like, I'm not doing it. She's like, well, why not? I said, because these windows are damaged and I am not touching this glass. They were fucked up. They used like a fucking barbecue fucking grill fucking scraper or something. It was fucking bad, dude. Super bad.
Their bid for the construction cleanup, me razoring the windows, and they got small. I mean, these guys.
Dude, wait a minute. I'm going to interrupt you rudely. You bid construction cleaning without looking at it too?
No, never do that.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, dude, because that's fucking nuts, there, man.
There's only a little bit of paint.
No, I don't.
Fucking get there, the fucking windows opaque.
I don't take my razor out without the agreement that they're paying extra, because you're getting charged an extra window for a razor blade for me doing that.
I have a buddy that does residential. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Well, no, I mean, if they don't want it taken off, you'll hear my squeegee rubber go. Right across that paint, because it ain't coming off.
I have a buddy that when he does residential, right on the estimate, it says he says if it's the first time I'm doing your house, there's a $75 charge for removing paint, and the homeowner will go, "There's no paint on my house," and he'd look at him and say, Every house has paint on it. They're gonna walk around. I'm gonna show you the paint. When I leave, it's gonna be perfect. And usually they go for it. And then he goes, when I go back, we don't charge them the $75. But he goes, you won't find a house that don't have paint on it. That's true.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. First time cleanings, they're always more expensive.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, can you do any better on the price? I was like, if you have me back the next time, I'll knock this much off.
Yeah. Like I said, man, they want the full detail. They're going to pay extra. Yeah. I mean, we saw the packages. That's all flat. We're doing the glass. We're wiping up water as we go, and we wipe the sill. We don't detail the sill. We wipe the sill. If you want the extra for the detail, you're paying for it. I mean, I can get up into $17 a window if you let me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's just that's how we get our speed and all that too. You know. But yeah, we just saw that somebody buys one. The girl, Leah and Amanda, really take their time when they're talking.
Yeah, they really stick with that shit. And
we know if there's going to be storms. We know it's going to be if it's.
So if I go on your website, right?
Yeah.
I can do basically an estimate by filling out whatever you got going on there, right?
You just buy the package, yeah.
Buy the pack, but you have to pay. I have to pay you before you show up.
Some people do.
So what happens if one of your not so friendly competitors goes on your website and starts booking houses for you, and you get there and either start cleaning because someone's home?
You booking houses on my site, you're going to pay for it before I even show up.
No, but what if it's not my house? You understand what I'm saying?
What do you mean? If it's not, dude, if you're paying me, I'm going to go clean that house.
I'm not paying you. It's not my fucking house. I'm going to send you to. Look,
you can't do that on my site. You either, if you book the job, it has to be paid for.
That's what I asked you. Do you get paid before you go out?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, no, because you said no, and then I'm like, well, what's to stop someone asshole like me of going on your website, finding an address and sending you to the cleaning?
You're paying for it.
Yeah, you're paying.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. And 9 times out of 10, they never buy enough.
Yeah.
Right. So, well, this has been episode 99 of this fucking shitty podcast that no one likes anymore. I'll see you Sunday to give all you guys your free shit. I hope you enjoy it. We'll enjoy it. Maybe we'll get podcast questions done.
I'm going to tell you this.
I'm working on them. All right.
We average 25, 30 people sometimes, maybe a little less, and it goes up and down. If this 100 episode has 75 to 100 people watching it, I will make sure every fucking question is podcast related.
Yeah.
So you guys, we're loyal to you.
Yeah, the guys that watch every week or try at least fucking listen and are been following the show. I'm not. Yeah, it's gonna be hard for folks to just like come in. They see it in a Facebook group, like I'm gonna go watch this and win a prize. Nah, you're gonna have to know your shit. You know what I mean?
No way they can study up on Bon Jovi either if they're just showing up.
Yeah. They won't know.
Are you gonna? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Well,
got a few.
Thanks, Seth, for coming on. We'll have to have Seth on more.
Yeah, good to see you, Seth.
Yeah, same here, guys.
Seth, we're just gonna have to make Seth our silent Bob. Just have Seth come on. Seth will be a regular anchor on the podcast. But we appreciate you guys watching the show, and we'll see you Sunday, and we'll get down with the getting it down and give you guys some cool prizes and shit. I hope everyone gets to spin the wheel by our special. We're gonna have a special person that is sponsoring the 100th episode on the podcast. It's gonna be great.
What'd you win?
Tune in. I won 1 gross of Black Diamond rubber. There's 2
nice.
on there, which was given to us by www.blackdiamondsqueegee.com. Fucking 3K micro fucking water fed pole from Zero, and the guys over at windowcleaner.com, an Aztec screen washer from Aztec Innovations and windowcleaner.com, a Sim Trad tadpole from www.simpole.com, a fucking some Squeegee Life t-shirts from Outlaw Window Cleaner and Squeegee Life, some Outlaw Window Cleaner t-shirts, 2 tickets to the huge convention. I mean, fuck, a pair of fucking duty pants,
That's priceless.
Some barbecue rub, you know, we got it all, man. And we appreciate you guys for, watching, and we'll look forward to this coming Sunday, and
Sunday's gonna be
put
fun.
a fucking pin in this, man. You know what I mean? And you know, getting on with the getting it on. And this is the first time in like 3 weeks that Mark hasn't hung up while I'm doing the exit.
Yeah, so. I'm keeping my hands off the laptop.
But we'll see you guys Sunday. We should have Joshua show fun. I doubt it, but he says he's coming on, but I'm pretty sure he won't. So we'll probably have Seth or somebody come on instead, because we know fucking Shof ain't showing up. So, but we appreciate you guys, and we'll see you Sunday. Go fuck your uncle.
See you guys.
Yeah.
See you, dudes.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's the real Ron Musgraves here, not the short imposter. Enjoy the episode of Outlaw Window Cleaning Radio, and remember, install that fiber.